Oh, fuck, I forgot. It's literally, I've never actually forgotten to make my avatar visible before. Hang on a second, guys. Hold on just a minute. Wait, where the fuck is Spotify? I got Spotify playing and... wait, okay. Hold up. Everything is scuffed. Everything is all over the place right now. Give me 5 seconds, guys, to change my music. And then we're going to be good. All right. Boom. Look at this. I've got new music today. Boom. There we go. Ignore the floating blush. That didn't exist. There was no floating blush. There is no floating blush in Ba Sing Se. Hello, everybody. How are we doing? It's Wazzy. Been so long. It has been 1 day. For you, it has been 6 hours. Ah, I see. Wait. I'm being autistic here. Cheese missed. I am sorry. I apologize. I have a checklist of all the stuff to do before I start stream. Starting my avatar is not on that list because I have never in my life forgotten to start it before streaming, which I think is funny. I think there is something funny about that. Also, I think my avatar is doing the laggy thing again today, which is fantastic. I love it when it does this. Actually, no, it might be fine. It might be fine. I think I just need to maybe adjust volume or something. I don't know. I think it is fine. I think. Let's have a look here. Okay, yeah, it is fine. I might just need to adjust the volume a little bit. I feel like the mouth is open a little too much. Or maybe it's fine. You know what? It's fine. It's actually not annoying me much. I'm going to ignore it. I'm not going to obsess over it today. Anyway, what is my thing? What do I say? Grab your pillows, put your pajamas on. The slumber party is in session. How are we doing, everybody? It's good to see you. And look at me. I've changed music. We've got new music now, guys. Hang on. Let me adjust my mic a little bit. I have it set up so that I can hear myself through my headphones as I talk. And it's not like an echoey kind. It's just a nice way of getting feedback on how I sound and not being completely disoriented. Let me get my hellos in before we yap any further. Congratulations, Sin, for grabbing first. And hello to everybody else. We got Cyril, Issa, Mori, Necron, Envy, Varney, Kriegot, Wolf, MK, Rev, and Justin. It's good to see all of you. W Music. Music is a massive W. Let me catch up on chat as well. Envy's flirt. Sleeping. I have to stay with my husband all night long. I mean, I feel like Envy would keep me up all night because her streams are very entertaining. What else would you be thinking? What else? No one else thought of anything else, right? None of you have a horrible, filthy mind. Sleeping in Wazzy's chat, let's go. Sloth sleeping in my stream, perhaps. And Brain, it's good to see you. How's it going? Come play with us? Perhaps, Maury. I will be doing group games. This is, as the title says, open lobbies. It is Slowbie Sunday. Y'all get to play with me. I want to make sure that everyone gets a go. But I hope you're all excited. It's been a while. I've been pulled back in. I blame Maury and Serial for this. Maury and Serial are the reasons that I am back into Bloons. It's bad. It is bad, guys. It is an obsession. Hi, old man. Hello, MK. How are you doing? It's good to see you again. Wait, let me go back up from the very tippy top of chat. All the way up. I don't want to skip ahead. Because then if I skip to a recent message, people are like, oh my god, he missed my chat. Rah. And look, I might miss chat sometimes, but my new chat overlay means that is less common. Except for YouTube. I missed several YouTube comments yesterday. Because it turns out my current overlay that you guys can't see, my invisible overlay on my other monitor, is actually, it doesn't include YouTube chat. So I need to see if I can make it include YouTube chat. Because otherwise I miss YouTube and I feel bad. Look, actually trying to play the block game that I had to fix for 4 hours now. Like Minecraft block game. There are so many block games, but I feel like Minecraft is the only ubiquitous one. Enjoy the block game. I'll try playing hardcore. Already died once after a drown sniped me from the trident from like biomes away. Damn. Actually out here playing Sniper, well, what is it? Sniper Elite. That's it. They're like me on Huntress. Just these downtown shots. It's insane. Minding my baby girl. MV, go to sleep. Yeah, MV, you gotta look after yourself. You are so fucking tired. I appreciate you making it, as always. As much as I love seeing you in my streams, I love it when you look after yourself. That goes for everybody here. If you're not looking after yourselves, then go fucking do that. Look after yourself, please. I've got a post on Twitter, aka X, aka I don't fucking know anymore. Can someone just take it off Musk and call it Twitter so we do not have to have this discussion anymore? I hate talking about my exes. Let us see here. Back to Bloons with the besties, question mark, question mark, question mark. Open lobby BTD 64 Slowbie Sunday live now. Twitch TV, Wazikamawata. YouTube.com @Wazikamawata. And that should be good. And hang on, format that. I post it to Twitter, aka X. Post it to Blue Sky, aka Twitter's younger, more liberal sister, brother. I don't know. Are we gendering our social media platforms now? Perhaps. All right, and there we go. Those are posted. That is one more thing off my list. Hi, Mari. Attack the wife with hugs. You need sleep after such a long stream? Yeah, 12 hours is rough. I, myself, in over a year, have only done like 4 or 5 of those. They are an effort. You need sleep after such a long stream? Yeah. You need well-deserved rest. You've done so much. Absolutely. And yeah, Serial is removed. I've tried doing it a few times because I usually have a command. I thought I had a command. I guess I don't have a command. And then last time I tried doing it, I wasn't able to actually copy and search the list to find exactly where your idea was, Serial. And it was really pissing me off. So this time I just did it manually. I went through the entire list just to find it and then manually removed it. I was being lazy, but we got it fixed now. We got it fixed. Bloons guy? Oh my god. The sloth is back on Bloons. We've come full circle. It's a Wazzy been so long. Yeah, I haven't seen Sin in, god, how long? How long has it been? It's been like 6.5 hours. Gods. Hi MV, hi old man, hi MK, how's it going? Did you say you've moved? You have moved out, yes, congratulations. I think you said that yesterday. I might have responded to it after you left, but that's so cool, congratulations. So you've moved in with your girlfriend now? Is she still your girlfriend? She's missed, indeed. Husband, hello MV. Bloons, indeed. Everyone's excited for the Bloons. Everyone keeps asking for the Bloons. I must acquiesce. I've been kind of getting back into it. Again, I blame Mori and Serial. Everyone else has been asking for it, so you guys can't really complain. I wouldn't expect so. Did it ever stop doing the laggy thing? Do you mean my model? My guy? I found out how to fix that, sort of, kinda. The solution behind my model lagging is basically just to sleep and restart my computer. I haven't figured out exactly what the underlying cause is yet. I'd guess it is some kind of problem with, what do you call it? It'd be some kind of problem with my, like, the sound drivers on my computer. It's the same reason why sometimes my mic doesn't work until I sleep and restart the computer. So I'm pretty certain there are some system processes that I could probably just restart that would fix it, but I fucked around a bit and I've not found out yet. I always fuck around, never find out. Swear to God, their comms are mad funny. Who is this? I want to move to EU just so I can play Valorant on EU servers. That is one of the takes of all time. One of the reasons to want to move to an entirely new country. An entirely new continent, even. Very interesting. W music. Yeah, the music is great. This is another playlist by No Band Stream. Another album, in fact. How does it sound, by the way, guys? Do you guys want it turned up a little bit? I can turn up the music if it is too low, but it's probably a good one. Good level for just yapping in the background. Go and lurk. Much love, Wazzy. Love you, MK. Hope the rest of your day goes well. I hope your move out was not stressful and hope getting settled in is very good too. I missed Bloons Guy. Well, Bloons Guy is back. Rev, I missed you. Everyone getting a go at Wazzy? What do you mean everyone getting a go? Who else is getting a go at me? I don't think I am in that high demand. Wazzy, I might have an image I can pass you of your model as I've been super tired and haven't worked on it. Past the current cursed version? Yeah, anything is fine. Like, as I've said, there is obviously no pressure to work on this. I really appreciate any time that you dedicate to any kind of fan art or fan creations of any kind. But please, never feel pressured or like I'm expecting anything. I just appreciate that you have dedicated any amount of your time to show some kind of appreciation. I mean, I'm out here telling people who lurk how much I love them. Anyone who lurks, by the way, I hear you, I see you guys, I love you. I appreciate you. So anything more that you do is honestly more than I could ever say thank you enough for. I do hope eventually, once I get settled into my job and have some finances like settled and pay off a bunch of the debts that I have accrued over the years, that I can start maybe like commissioning some art from people. I will be in the future looking to get some getting commission done for my reference sheet before I eventually go for a 2.0 model. But yeah, this is all down the line. We'll see how my finances settle and such. But, you know, long term, would like to be commissioning from my community, because you guys are pretty sick. It'll always be Twitter? Exactly. I may not dead name people, but I will dead name a website. I will dead name the social media that was formerly known as Twitter. It's still known as Twitter to me. Jay, hello, welcome in. It's good to see you. Hope you're doing well as well. I also did a 12 accidentally do, and it was 17 plus hours. Yeah, every time I've done 12 hours has been planned ahead. I do need to plan because if I start at my normal time, there's no fucking chance I go for 12 hours. Because I start at 8 p.m. my time. That would mean I go to bed at 8 a.m. And when I get to like 2 or 3 a.m., that's pushing it. The latest I've gone to bed in literal years, aside from one exception, which we'll get to shortly, was like 7 a.m. But no, the only time I've gone to bed later than that, as I said, was during my 24-hour subathon. So that was last September. The goal was to do max 24 hours. And then obviously any more time would extend to other days. But yeah, we hit 24 hours for that subathon. We hit a little more than 24 hours, which was kind of crazy. But yeah, that ended up being kind of cool. We finished at, God, what was it? It was like 1 a.m., I think. Yeah, no, not 1 a.m., 1 p.m. Because I started at 12 a.m. Then we hit the 24 hours. We blew past 24 hours. So I would have normally ended at 12 a.m. But my dumb ass had booked a job interview for 11 a.m. So in the middle of my fucking 24-hour stream, I have to go AFK. I crushed a job interview and then just came back and kept playing Bloons. That's always going to be a highlight. I'm going to fucking remember that for as long as I live because it is the funniest, dumbest thing I've ever done that somehow worked out. I didn't end up getting that job, but it was not off that interview. That interview went so well, they scheduled the second one on the spot. And I was proud of that. 12-hour streams are daunting to me. But when I do one, since I do in the future, I get to play with all my non-American friends. I'd say that's a plus. I personally do not find 12-hour streams too bad. I think 12 hours is good because, look, you're normally awake for 12 hours, right? As long as you pace yourself, as long as you are prepared for it, and as long as you're not doing them back to back, I personally do not find them too hard. 24 hours is an entirely different story, though. Holy fuck. Like, there is a reason I have never even considered doing 24 hours again. I will do it for my next subathon, which will be this September. So yeah, this September, I'll be doing subathon 24 hours if you guys get me that far. But it is not something I will do with any frequency because fuck, that takes the time. That takes it out of you. Taps Mike, Wazzy, when's the schedule coming back? Well, we didn't have a schedule for this week because I wasn't sure how much I would be streaming. I've been having a lot of issues with my tiredness and then also, well, like ended up having internet and stuff. So by the time I could have made a schedule, it was midweek and I just didn't want to. So hopefully for next week we will. I'm going to be thinking about it. I do want to stream as much as possible next week because I don't know how much I'll be able to stream the week after as I start my job. And then the week after that, so let me check my calendar so I can give you guys dates. And this will all go in the Discord as well. !Discord if you want to join and keep up to date with all the news. The week of the 19th, I will not be streaming at all because I will be traveling. I might stream during the end of the week. I might stream on the Saturday, but at the very least, from the 18th to the 22nd, maybe 23rd, I will not be streaming at all. Just because I'm going to be, traveling. I'm going to be in Sydney. It's been so long, Wazzy. 6 hours. It burns my soul. For real, for real. Wazzy, you should try out the finals. It's so peak. You are at least the third person to try and get me into the finals. And, man, if I had more time, maybe. But God knows I do not get to the games that I want to play at the moment. They dropped the fattest patch for Path of Exile 2 in ages, just the other day, and I've played like one map. They made the loot changes that everyone has been waiting for, and they are actually cooking. They actually cooked. They may have just fucking saved the patch. The patch that was one of the worst patches in gaming history has kind of been turned around now because they really, really cooked with some fantastic loot changes that actually make it good to fucking play again. Now they just got to fix the balance changes and make it so classes don't feel dog shit. But look, they get there when they get there. They had a new map to the first page. Yeah, Spa Pits. And it's got a secret that makes it the hardest map in the game. There's an achievement for beating it under Chimps rules. It's not technically Chimps. It's like, well, you can play it on easy mode, and you can lose lives, and you can use income. So it's really just like no powers and something else. But it's still kind of cool. I don't think we'll do that today on stream because this is going to be multiplayer stuff. We're going to be playing with the homies, making sure we are doing what Slowbie Sunday is for, which is playing with all of my friends. I'll upload it to the arts channel. I look forward to it. I was live yesterday. Didn't get a notification. RIP. Elbozer. Just say you hate me, Ultra. Wild. Went to bed at 7 a.m. that day. Valid. Jay licking me, of course. It would not be a Aussie stream without all the licking. The licking that I believe you have started, honestly, because it is a consistent thing now. Everyone does it. It is not just you. It is Necron. Necron's got it saved and like pinned to his phone keyboard, so he can just tap it to copy it and then just paste it into my chat. I love you. Why'd you miss my stream? I was probably asleep. I was once Ultra and he said you a twink lover. I'm the twink lover. That's wild, Maury. That's wild. Also, hello hubby and hello Marissa. How are you guys going? I love women more, unfortunately. Valid, honestly. Everyone loves women. W women. Forget about being a twink lover. I'm sure. But you gotta love yourself, Jay. Therefore, you will be a twink lover. Guys, I'm not a twink lover. Stop it with this joke. Women can be twinks, right? Can they? I do not know. Who the fuck just shouted out women? Alright, that's actually funny. I will pay that. I don't normally like the joke shoutouts, but that was a fucking good one. I will pay that. Shoutouts to women. They're pretty cool. Everyone go follow women. For legal reasons, this is a joke. Do not go follow women. They have 890 followers. Yes! I'm more popular than women. There we go. Definitive proof Wazzy is more popular than women. To be fair, all my streams like 3 hours, so quadrupling it is wild to me. Oh yeah, like I get that. It can be a little daunting, but honestly, you'll probably do really well, and you'll be like, huh, that was my first 12 hour, and I killed it. I can do this more often. Voices Wazzy, they speak to me. They say you're 800% stinky. That number feels like it goes up every stream. Where are we up to? What joke? You speaking French? I confirm Wolf isn't okay. Like, if Wolf actually wants you guys to stop with the twink jokes, we will end it there. We do not wish to cross people's boundaries. Jokes are fun until people politely ask us to stop. How am I supposed to go to sleep when Sloth Husband is live? You just go to sleep and pretend that I'm whispering in your ear the whole time, Envy. Easy peasy. Haha, W women. Shout out to women. I'll just follow my girlfriend. Yeah, your girlfriend. We've never seen her because she goes to a different school, but, you know, Wolf's girlfriend. They've never streamed. Exactly. Like, compare the pair. Sloth streams usually 6 days a week. Very cool. Yaps a lot. Does not ask for your credit card. Women. Hi, I hope everything's doing good. Somebody lurking while I play V Rising with Spotted. W playing with your fiance. Very cool. Enjoy V Rising. Yes, more popular than women. There we go. W quote, actually. Yo, Chom, welcome back, my man. Long time no see. Tell me a funny story. Oh. Wait, if you've just come in, I can repeat the same story I gave just then, right? Guys, can I repeat stories? Am I allowed to cheat? You know, this is a Bloons related story, and I don't think Chom was here to hear it, so we do that one. Was he? Hey, Marissa, what's up? Yeah, let's go through this. You didn't say hi? I did say hi. When you checked in, you got your daily nap. I said hello. I said hello to I said hello, hubby, referring to Astral. And I said hi, Marissa. But I'm very sorry. I will say it again. Hi, Marissa. How are you? Current cursed version has been posted. I'll check that shortly. But yes, so funny story. So I think this is relevant because I just said it, which means I don't have to think of another one. And also it's kind of Bloons related because, well, you'll see. So I'm sorry everyone who was here listening to this 5 minutes ago. You get to have Dementia Wazzy pretend that he didn't actually say this. So this was back in September. I was doing my 24-hour subathon. And it had reached, I think, it was like I didn't expect this thing to go for long, right? I had very low expectations, and I'm thinking to myself, look, if this makes it 12 hours, that would be insane. If people actually donate and sub enough to get me to 12 hours, I would be shocked. So anyway, one thing led to another, and it gets to about the 20-hour mark. And I have like well over 30 hours left on the timer. Everything is completely fucked. It has blown away all expectations. But this has led to a problem. because I did not believe this subathon would go for 24 hours, I had booked a job interview for the morning during the subathon. So it is 11 a.m. Australian time. I'm sitting on my ass playing Bloons with my friends, expecting a phone call any minute from the job. And we're all just like yapping, doing co-op and shit. And then I'm like, all right, guys, I have to pause my 24 hours stream, 23 hours in, literally just so I can take a fucking phone call for a job interview after having not slept for, it was probably about like 28 hours at that point because I got up early. So I have to mute, I take the call, and somehow in my completely sleep-deprived state, I managed to nail this job interview. Like, I didn't just do well, I did so well that they literally offered me a second interview on the spot. I booked in a second interview for later that week, based off just how well that first interview went. So I was like hella fucking proud. That was such a big clutch, honestly. Did you get the job? Unfortunately, no. But it was not because of that interview. I didn't end up getting that job, but, you know, I've got a new job now, which is even better than that one, so that's pretty good. It was a bit of a rough few months of not having any jobs and getting rejected from 90 plus applications, but I've ended up landing a very good job, so all is well in the end. All is well that ends well. That calls must go away both to sleep and carry wifey to dreamland, so shall see you another good day, soft man. DM me whenever you have, DM me whenever, have a good stream. Yeah, we'll do. I'll see if I'm free tomorrow and we can set that up, but thanks for stopping by, Sint. I'll catch you again soon. Should have done a on-stream job interview, nerd. Hello, Grass. Yes, that would be a fantastic idea. Just like completely dox myself. Be just like, yes, sir. Your name is first name, last name. You live at location. This is your skill set. These are the jobs you have worked at. This is your skill set, blah, blah, blah. And it just had all of that on stream. You know, all of the effort I've put into scrubbing all personal or identifiable information from the internet that is tied to this username, just completely in vain. I mean, it's not like I haven't doxed myself accidentally twice on stream before. But that is twice. I'm not doing it a third time. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Fool me 3 times. Well, I guess I'm the one that's fooled myself. So in every scenario, I'm kind of a bit of an idiot. But still. You're a programmer, right? Yes, indeed. I do pretty much just like full stack web development, really. It's a bit of a, I know, it's kind of a bit boring, but you know what? It's simple. It's straightforward. It pays the bills. I'd like to work in something else one day, but this is sort of just where my career has led me. Would love to do some different kind of programming. I interviewed at some places that were doing some very cool things. Unfortunately, did not manage to land those, but the place I'm at now is very, very good. It's very vanilla, I guess, in the sense that it doesn't push any boundaries. It's not doing something that's going to revolutionize the world. But honestly, I think I'm just happy with that. I think I'm happy to be able to go to a job where the requirements are fairly straightforward. It's with stuff that I am very familiar with, and I don't have to stress too much about learning new stuff and, you know, being worried about job security down the line. Dan, what's the role? It's full stack web development. You get more stinky because you're behind on your taxes? You owe me 75,624 grapes? You say I'm behind on my taxes. I've not paid my tax from last year. I mean, like, I had a tax deficit because my company screwed up my stuff, and I've not paid that back yet. I've got to do that. I am. You're calling me out here. Lurkbam here, stalking and watching when you least expect it. W grass. I'm eating mini oranges. What is a mini orange? Is it literally just a small orange, or is it some kind of food? Is it a chocolate? I know there's a chocolate called oranges, and they are literally just like orange flavored chocolate? Question mark. I've never had it. I knew my old father-in-law was a fan of them though. What's his real name? His first name, last name? Damn it! An extreme. Deleting the VOD. I'm busted. Wazzy, shut up. Bean, shut up and play the game. Bean, people enjoy the talking. I understand that you may wish to see me play the game, but every time I poll one of these, every time I say to you guys, all right, do you want me to shut up and play the game, or do you want me to yap for a little bit? People always say they like the yapping, and I like being able to sort of ease into stream. I miss you guys. I like to talk, and I want to make sure that we get to hang out. Because that's the thing, as a variety streamer, people are here for me. They're not here for the games I play. I play different games. I suck at most games I play. Arguably, even all of them. So the only thing that keeps people coming back for reasons that are beyond my understanding is the fact that I yap. And hello to Zerain, it's good to see you. And Sunflower, hello, hello. Only here to get nap. Sadly can't be here today. No worries, Sunflower. Go look after yourself. I appreciate you. I'll catch you again soon. Hope you nap well, my wife. I love you. Take care. What's the question? Planning on learning CSS, HTML, and JS. However, rather than relearning JavaScript, should I just learn TypeScript? I mean, TypeScript is a superset of JavaScript. TypeScript is JavaScript with types. So if you learn JavaScript, you are pretty close to learning TypeScript. It's really, like, they go hand in hand. It's not two separate languages. JavaScript is, you can think of JavaScript as the logic and TypeScript as the name implies, the types. So you can learn just straight from TypeScript, or you can learn JavaScript and then also learn TypeScript. You're not learning a whole new language, you're just learning how to use types with JavaScript. That being said, TypeScript is absolutely invaluable to learn. Everyone these days is using TypeScript. It has been, actually, I can not name the last time I worked on a production project that was using vanilla JS. The closest was one that was using JavaScript with Flow, which was Facebook's alternative to TypeScript, which was shit. But even then, it was still using typed JavaScript, just through a different method. Like, no one does regular JS anymore. At the very least, I have never encountered one. A streamer hasn't gotten on to chat. Yes, we're mostly here for the yap. Yes. I have eventually come to understand this. I think it is hard for many streamers to understand because you do not think to yourself, oh, I'm so entertaining, people want to be here. You think, oh, I'm here to play games. But it's something I've come to understand. You know, some people like the yap, some people like the gaming. I'm tired but can't fall asleep. I feel that. That is a massive issue for me as well. I have melatonin that I have before bed, and that does help me sleep. But then that means I've got to have that, and I've got to be like off my phone for an hour. So really I have to have it an hour before bed. And when I'm going to bed at like 1 a.m., this is bad. Just like a really big library then. Not quite. It's hard to explain. Tell me an Aussie insult? Aussie insult? Whoa. I mean, aside from just calling someone mate, yeah, that's a pretty big one. There's a joke that just says, in Australia, you call cunts mates and mates cunts. So if someone calls you a mate, then you've probably fucked up. You say something like, listen here, mate. You're like, oh, fuck, this guy is upset with me now. I have crossed a line. Buddy. Pal. No, these are Canadians. This is the Canadian insult cereal. We're not quite Canadian. Eh? Oh, Aussie insults, though. Ooh, I cannot think of any, in fact. I watched an Aussie get snort scratchy dust the other day. Snort... Aussie guy snort scratchy dust. What the fuck? Bro, I bet that was Frankston. That sounds like the kind of shit that happens in Frankston. Or Dandenong. That is absolutely, like, southwest suburbs of Melbourne kind of shit. I would actually put money on them being a southwest suburban. This is the kind of dumb shit that happens down there. Typical Australian? Yeah, true. There could be Queensland as well. I've been Queensland. I feel like they just inhale that kind of shit. They probably have a ventilator hooked up to asbestos or something. No offense, Maury. Oh wait, no, you're not. No, Cereal's from Gold Coast. Or from Queensland. No offense, Cereal. I do know it is in a suburb. If it's in a suburb of Melbourne, then yeah, I will literally put money on it being southwest suburbs. I lived in the southwest burbs for a while, and holy fuck, like, what the fuck? It is insane how you can have a city like Melbourne and have like 95% of the bums allocated to a single quadrant. They took a Java and improved it, made it use types, like creating a language. Well, JavaScript and Java are completely unrelated. The only reason that JavaScript is called JavaScript is entirely because, what was it? The other reason is entirely because they wanted to try and piggyback off the popularity of Java. So by naming it JavaScript, they hoped that people would pick it up thinking it was Java related. And I guess it worked because it got very popular. Here it is. All right, I'm gonna have a peek. I want to see Meat Mountain. $1,100 scratchies versus $1,100 Pokemon booster packs. All right, where is this guy from? I gotta look this guy up. Meat Mountain. I'm calling Frankston. I am sticking to my guns on Frankston. Is this the same guy? This is some Arby's shit. Meat Mountain YouTube. Is this his Twitter? I don't know. That guy's got an American flag. I do not believe he is it. There's like no documentation on this guy. He doesn't even have socials. I want to figure out where he's from. I need to answer this question. Unless he says it somewhere in the video. Wait, hang on. There's a immediate picture. North Albury. Oh, he's from New South Wales. Okay. Wait, no. No. North Albury. Where is North Albury? Let me double check this. It is, you know, I was right. It is New South Wales. Okay, so he's, damn it. I was so far off. I was so convinced you had to be a southwest suburban from Melbourne. But he's not. He's from New Zealand. No, New South Wales. He's from New South Wales. Close enough. Actually, that makes sense. That's like pretty standard for New South Walesians. I say galah. Oh, that is a common one, yeah. If someone's silly, you'll call them a galah. But I feel like that's less of a real insult and more of a kind of jokey thing. That is a good one, yeah. W Queensland. I do know it's in a suburb. Queensland mentioned. How many kangaroos do you have to fight on average on your way to work? None. I ride in a kangaroo, and that means the other kangaroos don't fight me. It's a good tech. It's a good way to get to work without having to fight the kangaroos. You just rent your own kangaroo. It's one of the big reasons why kangaroos are so popular. JavaScript. They have similar names, so write Java alone. Oh, yeah. North Albury, that's what the gas station says? Yeah, so it's New South Wales. I was so sad. I was so convinced that is Frankston behavior. I'm out here being dead set convinced that Frankston's the kind of place that would snort scratchy dust. I mean, to be fair, they probably are. My guess was probably not, like, factually incorrect. This guy is not from there, but that feels like the kind of behavior you would expect of somewhere in there. Of course it's New South Wales. Yeah, that is true. The only place worse than Frankston is New South Wales. Now, I'm Victorian. It is in my DNA to make fun of New South Wales. Although perhaps I should not be doing this, but I'm going to be flying to New South Wales very soon. I'm going to be going there for a week in... how many days? In 8 days. Wait, is it 8 days? No. It is 15 days. In 15 days, I'll be flying down to New South Wales. I'd love to go to Australia. It is very nice here. It is a really, really good holiday spot. And there's just so many different places you can go depending on what kind of holiday that you want. You can go to Sydney if you really want to see the sights. If you are really keen to see like the Opera House or the Sydney Harbour Bridge, you can go there and get the views, get the pictures, which is really cool. Or you can go to Melbourne, which is, in my opinion, just like, there's nothing here that is super touristy, but I think it's a really cool vibe. I really like the CBD here. I think we've got one of the best coffee scenes in the world. There's some really fantastic food, and it's generally like a really great place. Like, I personally love Melbourne, but I could be biased, you know. Or you can just go to the Gold Coast, which is one of the best beach destinations in the world. And I guess if you're really into the outback, if you want to see Australian wildlife and fauna and flora, then you could probably go, I don't know, like Darwin or something. You could go to Western Australia, maybe Perth. There's lots of different places you can go, just depending on what you're looking for. And Tassie is good in general as well. Tassie's a fantastic place. I had a month where I traveled up the east side of Tassie, and that was fantastic. There's some really lovely places there. Some really good beaches, some really nice cozy towns. A lot of good stuff to see as well. It's just fantastic. So, like, I don't know. I am biased, but I think there's a lot of cool places and cool things to see in Australia. Was he yaps more than the hours of sleep I'm missing? This is true. I am not here because I am a quiet streamer. Quiet streamers don't get views, you know? We ignore the fact that, like, back in the day, Hi, I'm Gosu, or whatever his name was, the League of Legends guy, literally was getting, like, thousands of views with no camera and no voice. That was because he was just fucking cracked at League of Legends. The best Vayne in the world. God, I'm showing my age here. Talking about Gosu. Talking about before he was actually known to have a voice. I was around when he did his quote-unquote voice reveal. And he had like a pre-recorded girl voice, like a really cutesy girl voice, because everyone's like, oh my god, what if Gosu's a girl? And he just played into it and had his voice reveal be a girl. And he's just like, yeah, no, I'm fucking with you guys. That is an actual banger, a fantastic little joke. I wish I could pull off something like that. Perhaps when I do a face reveal, I will dress up as a human. And you guys will be like, oh my god, well, he was not a sloth all along. He was actually a human. And then I rip the flesh suit off, and it turns out I am just a sloth piloting a mecha. This is Neon Genesis Event Slothian. Australia, for me, sounds awesome, except for the fact that everything can kill you. I mean, that is like something of a misnomer. I like to play into that. I know a lot of Australians do, because it's really funny when people are just like making lists of like where to live and the difficulties of life. You're like living in rich place, like easy mode, then living in Australia, nightmare difficulty. And just this idea that you step foot in the grass and you'll have 385 venomous snakes and 4 trillion spiders just fall onto you. It's like, nah. We haven't even had a death due to spider or... It's either spider or snake. Pardon me. Either spider or snake bites. We haven't had a death in over 50 years. Just because anti-venom is that good. And they are nowhere near as widespread. It can be bad in some areas. Like, I know, like, the more bush you are, the more likely you are to encounter animals and stuff, obviously. But, like, I have very rarely in my life seen a venomous snake. And I guess I somewhat infrequently see venomous spiders. But, I don't know, like, not really. Like, they'll be in my house occasionally. But we're not talking about a kind of spider that will bite you and you're instantly dead. I'm talking like, I will occasionally see a whitetail spider. And that is about as bad as it gets. If they bite you, it's like, oh, I should definitely get that fixed up. But you're not in a rush to go fucking run to hospital. I don't like see redbacks and stuff. That is really, really uncommon. Do you remember ISAB's robot voice? I was actually not around the Bloons scene that long ago. I got into Bloons around BTD 6, like the start of BTD 6. But I don't think I was watching much YouTube or anything about it back then. I really got into it probably last year. That's when I started like hyper focusing on it. That's when I rocked up the majority of my several hundred hours in the game. I see rattlesnakes here and there. That is, I don't know, kind of cool actually. It would be also scary to hear the rattling and know what it is. It's so funny how scared Americans are of Australia. The people are more dangerous than the creatures. Yeah, you're more likely to be shanked by a druggo in Frankston than you are to be bitten by a snake. It's the crackheads you have to be worried about, not the spiders. I touched grass today. Good job, Zorain. I'm proud of you. Good job. Keep it up. Grass comes back just to congratulate someone for touching him. It was really hard to die by venom from spiders or even snakes, if I'm not mistaken, as long as you have medical attention. Yeah, because we have universal antivenoms now. You do not need to have the exact spider or snake that bit you. You can just say, I was bitten by a snake, or I was bitten by a spider. And we have universal antivenom that they just inject and fix you up with. Hello, Sloth, Pat. Hello, wild animal. It's good to see you again. I hope you're doing well. They just coil up and try to rattle their rattler at you. That's kind of funny, honestly. It's just like, oh, stay back. I've got a rattle. I'm not afraid to use it. Jingle, jingle. Got a rattle. All jokes aside, if the gaming industry was big in Australia, that's one of the countries I'd love to live in. Bro, tell me about it. I think I've said before, I graduated university with a degree in game development. Or specifically, it was a degree in information technology, but I majored in game development. So I would have loved to have gone into IT. But number one, the industry here is complete dog shit. We have a very, very small AAA presence, a pretty small AA presence, and we've got a lot of indie companies, obviously. But if you're going indie, then you most likely have to start your own studio or do freelance work, both of which are pretty risky for their own reasons. And especially if you're just starting out, like, good fucking luck with either of those. It's rough. And then the second reason was that by the time I graduated uni, I literally had a pre-grad job. I was already working full-time because I'm built different. I've been stalked by more people. I've been stalked by people more times than animals. I think my number is 0 for both. Unless my stalkers are really, really good. In which case, maybe it is higher than that. Now I'm scared. What type of game company would Ninja Kiwi be considered? Oh, that's a good question. I feel like you can't really call them AA. They're not big enough to be AA. But then they're big enough that they're probably not indie? Maybe they're like single A. Is that a thing? Are single A developers a thing? I gotta call them a single A developer. Mine is SO Engendering plus a title in video game engineering. Fair enough. Interesting. All I'm hearing is Sloth Game Company. Let's go. Yes, we're gonna make our new game. It's gonna be called Sloth Souls. It's a Souls-like where you just play as a sloth. People are trying to interrupt your sleep and you stop them by yapping. Hey yo, am I cooking here? Have I got something going on? Mobile? I mean, that is valid. If they have the money, they are AAA. If they don't have that, even if they don't have that many people in the team, well, do they have that much money? Obviously, the game has been hyper successful, but they've been developing mostly the same games for a very long time. And the game is not the most expensive. So, I don't know. Maybe they've got reports somewhere. Maybe it's possible to figure out how much they have, but I don't know. Hi. Hello, T-System. It's nice to meet you. I hope you're doing well. And the cheat code is sleep yapping. Yeah, sleep talking is... maybe that's an upgrade. Maybe you unlock that later into the game, so you can sleep and yap at the same time. All the games they released in the past 5 years have been flops. Yeah, I guess that's the other thing as well. I mean, when was BTD Battles 2 released? Because I thought that was doing kind of well. It's a very Ninja Kiwi thing to release a game, have it be flop on launch, and then fix it up so that it is good. So there is definitely a pattern there. Like BTD 6 was bad on launch, and then they fixed it. BTD Battles 2 was bad on launch, and I've heard people say that they fixed it now. Had a shitty start and never recovered. Damn, that's unfortunate. I mean, I never looked into it because I just don't have an interest in playing... what is it? I don't have an interest in playing PvP content. I'm more of a PvE kind of guy. I just watched your reaction video. Oh yeah, I watched a bit of that last night too. That was one of the things I was putting on before sleep. When I say shitty start, I mean Omega shitty. I played it, said no, never went back. I mean, the only... Damn space, but no stress, Animal. I appreciate you. It's all good. And lurk only works at the start of the sentence. Perhaps I could make it so it works anywhere. I could probably do that. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I never tried it. I heard mixed things about it. Apparently there was like a big patch last year or something that people said made it good. But all I've seen of it is, I think, a bit of ISAP playing it, and that's been about it. It seems interesting. I'm sure there is cool strategy and stuff, but yeah, it just never piqued my interest. I'd rather just play my regular tower defense games. Keep in mind, mobile games are where you sell the most, because China is the country that plays most on mobile, and they have the biggest population. Yeah, I know mobile games are huge over there, but a lot of games struggle to get over there as well because of like issues around censorship, having to follow specific publishing regulations. That's why a lot of people end up partnering with China-specific publishers, or just get bought out by Tencent. You should stream BTD battles and verse your viewers. It is an interesting idea, but again, it'd be like another game I'd have to learn. And God knows I do not have the mental space to be learning yet another game. I have like 5 games that I am actively playing at any given time. Lurk, get a better chat function. My chat function is perfectly fine, thank you very much. Use the lurk command correctly. Rah. Think of the hydrate, Barney. Alright, it has been nearly 50 minutes of yapping. I feel like it is probably a decent time to get into the game. As much as I could sit here and yap all day, I do realize this is Slowbie Sunday. This is the day that I'm meant to be playing with you guys. This is when you are meant to get to spend time with me before I go back to playing Path of Exile 2 for the whole week. Fucking finally. On Steam, Battles 2 averages 820. That is rough, actually. That is way less than, like, even Terraria. Video 6 has waned a bit, which translates to a lot of us YouTubers' viewership stats. Yeah, I don't know, that's understandable. I mean, like, it always does well for me when I do it on Twitch, which is kind of cool. It's one of my better games, at least, but at the same time, I feel like the community is very dense. So it's like after I streamed it for about a month, I kind of stopped getting new followers because everyone who had been interested in playing the game or watching the game was already part of my chat. It was cool for metrics at least, but I did get bored of it. Alrighty, where is my game capture? I fucked up my OBS a little bit while I was trying to fix some scuff. Hide you, hide you. There we go, screen capture. Actually, I should be able to use game capture. I think BTD6 works with game capture. It does, yes. Boom, there we go. It just pops in. I don't get to do the whole slide-in animation. That's fine. Doing my routine check of the redeems and checking my head. I shall note this down. What? Oh, yes. The fact that I have not gotten around to that redeem yet. I am not going to lie. I have been kind of out of it this week. There's a lot that I need to get done. I've been focusing a lot on getting my job stuff done. I've had a lot to do there. Background checks are a fucking pain in the ass, man. It is insane. Genuinely, I've filled out so many goddamn forms. Asking me like, where have I lived? Where have I worked at? Oh, do you have proof that you've worked here? No? Go get proof that you worked here. Contact the company and ask them to provide a certificate of proof of work. And I don't know, man. It's just a pain in the ass. That, and I've also just been hella tired. The chronic fatigue has been kicking in again. So I'm doing my best to figure out a solution for that. I think we've heard Wazzy the yapping jokes a good few times now. It's getting old. Yeah, like I understand some people are not interested in hearing me yap, and if so, there's no pressure to stick around. I just also know that the majority of the chat does enjoy it. And of course we can yap and play the game as well, but I do enjoy a little mixture of both. I enjoy being able to yap exclusively for a bit, because if I'm in a game, in any degree, even a game that is as slow as Bloons, I can often struggle to keep up with chat, especially when it's moving quite fast, which it tends to at the start of stream. So the general pattern is I'll chat for a bit, wait until chat slows down a bit, and then I'll get into the game. I miss Varney. I miss Varney. When's Varney going live again? Varney, go back to streams. And waiting 20 hours for gameplay, gonna be 90 when you finally decide to play. You'll know my pain of being old. Still, it's over 10x average players despite being a paid game. It is a very good game, at least. I do love it. I continue to show it all the time. Oh, friend requests? From Mori and Guerrilla Tactics. I don't know who Guerrilla Tactics is, but you are my friend now. Why do I still have an exclamation mark? Do I have more requests? No? Anyway, here's my friend code. Add me to join in games. Friend code. There we go. We'll pin that, and y'all can come hop in if you want. I'm happy to do whatever you guys want as well. So if anyone's got requests for maps or whatever, then it is entirely up to you. Actually, people don't even need to add me, do they? I'll put the code there anyway, and then if people want to add me, they can. Otherwise, they can just join from the code on screen. Well, that's my friend when I start work, but I don't know. I have still not recovered from the 17 hours, so I've been resting. Yeah, rest is important. Definitely do look after yourself. It is important. Also, Tycoon, you are correct as well. Look after yourself. Mental health and sleep is mega important. That has been what I've been focusing on a lot. I'm doing a lot to try and improve the mental tiredness at the moment. I literally sat down the other day. I made a list of 22 different things I could be doing to improve that tiredness, to try and fix my chronic fatigue. And it's been pretty good, I think. I'm seeing some results. It's only day 2, but what I've been doing so far, what have I been doing? I've been trying to cut out sugar, so I'm eating less sugar. I'm exercising more. I've been going for walks every day, and I finally did a small gym routine today for the first time in a few months, which was really good. I'm having cold showers. I'm trying to wake up earlier. Taking vitamin D. I don't know if I said that. Vitamin D in my supplements, all that kind of stuff. Wait, is Bloons in Steam? I don't see it. It is. It's called Bloons TD6. The amount of money Bloons makes on IAP is so much higher than people would expect. I make stacks on Nexus creator code. That's pretty valid. That does make sense, I guess. I've seen people pay a lot for in-game purchases. I guess it's kind of wild because I never do that. I don't buy any in-app purchases, but I guess valid for anyone who does. Good on you. Support the game. It's one of the few times when I do support in-app purchases because the base game is so cheap. The fact it goes on sale for 75 to even like 90% off at times. It feels like the cheapest game on Steam Well, not cheap game Steam. It feels like the best value for money on Steam. I constantly say, like, you can get this for something like $5 Australian at points, and it's a game I've put over 600 hours into. So there are very few games I think you can buy for $5 and then get 600 hours out of. It's just insane value for money. How many black borders do you have? I can check after this. I've only got the one in multiplayer, but I've got all of easy and intermediate black bordered, except for spar pits, and then most of advanced. So, I don't know how many that is. Someone can do the math and figure out roughly what that is, or we can just count after this. I don't want to quit out while we're waiting on people. We do have one more spot, by the way. Anyone is welcome to join. Doesn't matter if you're brand new here or one of the long-term viewers. Everybody is welcome. Wazzy could always yap me up to old age. Oh, Vani, that's you didn't even need to redeem the flirt there to have me blushing. I stay for the yap. I appreciate you, Maury. Asking real questions. When is a Vani stream? Yeah, exactly. Where are we up to? Chat is sometimes hard to follow. When I'm not sleep deprived, I actually have having to actually lock in for uni, or I'm absolutely fucked. Fair enough. Yeah, there's never any pressure. Look after yourself. And hello, Lurk. Lurk? Hello, Milk. How are you doing? Christ. Hi, Milk. Hello, Milk. Bloons more. Yeah. Serial, where are you? Come play with me, Serial or Maury. Y'all can come join. I go back to Lurk. I play hardcore block game. Trying not to get snooped again by Tridents. No stress, Varney. Appreciate you stopping by. You can click your profile and see. Oh, can I? Thank you for letting me know that. Yeah, there we go. 61. It's not bad. I definitely need to get back into it. It'll be 62 once I get around to doing spar pits. And then all of the ones that I've got left for advanced are the arsehole ones that I don't like. Chim's on Meadow Multi. I haven't changed that yet. I'm happy to put it on whatever map you guys want. If there are any that you guys would like, then just let me know. So they can't join. I've been flagged? How'd you get flagged, Serial? What have you done, my man? I can't believe this. I'm friends with a cheater? Stop adding games to Steam. I have 320. Used to have 260 when I had your channel. Found your channel is wild. Ah, mods. That makes sense, yeah. But yeah, if you guys have any preference for the map, then let me know. We could do spar pits, actually. We'll do some spar pits, because I haven't done this. Unless there's something you guys want. As I said, I don't mind. I'm just here to play with viewers, so whatever you guys want is what we do. Serial committed Bloons War Crimes, SMH. Have to host to be able to play. Ah, I see. That makes sense. Alright. Well, we've got one, potentially two spots, depending on if T wants to join. Otherwise, yeah, I don't know. I'll give you guys another couple of minutes, just in case anybody does want to join. Oh, Wolf is out too. Alright. The no E3 is coming. No E3? I'm still in? You disappeared on my screen. What is going on here? Now you're back in. What the heck? My connection bad? No stress. That's alright. Look, I think we'll just start for now. If anybody would like to join, then you guys can just let me know and get in on the next one. Let's just do like standard hard, I guess. Is that good with you guys? Or actually, even just do standard impoppable should be... Actually, no. We'll do hard. We'll do hard to start with. It's been ages since I played multiplayer. You said you weren't into Bloons until the start of BTD 6. The alternate version of the map is a replica of the hardest map in BTD 5. I did hear that, yeah. I know there's a secret that turns it into tar pits. And there's also the secret achievement. It was beyond anything else. I have seen some of it. Mostly like the BTD 6 stuff. But, oh, someone has done it. Okay. We're fucked now. We're doing spar pits on... we're doing tar pits on multiplayer. This will be interesting. You know what? It'll be funny. Put this guy here, I guess. I do not know what this map actually goes like. All I know is that it's hard as balls. Do they enter and exit from all 5 different areas? Is that how it goes? I guess we'll find out. Yeah? Alright, that's fantastic. Happy holidays. Alright, who has not placed anything down? Who are we waiting on? Wolf? Oh, we got a sniper. Yeah, I'll go with the boomer. We'll put the boomer here. It's doable on chimps mode besides round 6. That is interesting. It's usually round 7 that's the problem, isn't it? Also, do have ads starting in just under a minute, everyone. They'll run for 3 minutes, get another hour gameplay afterwards. So take a moment to have a stretch, grab something to eat, grab something to drink. I'll catch you all on the other side. I remember when Ravine came out, it was like round 7 that was the problem. So it's interesting that round 6 is the problem this time. Once you get past the early game, it's pretty easy for any good chimps player. Yeah, I can imagine global units would be pretty decent here. There's like no line of sight blockers, which is pretty good. I'm not a good chimps player though, so I'm not going to pretend I understand. Oh, no, I want to get back into it. I want to get better at chimps, but it just takes so much time. And then I've been behind on patch notes for like 3 patches now, so I don't know what's meta. I can check the tier list and stuff, but I gotta like figure out shit. Brickle carrier spam, honestly, valid. I was gonna be thinking something around, well, probably like subs or something. What, like Brickle subs maybe? But I don't know if that is any good. I wonder what the tier list is looking like these days, actually. I'm in the Discord, so I should be able to find a link there. BDD6 tier list. Yeah, what are they cooking? What's cooking for this patch? What about the explanations as well? You stall with ice to get abilities back every round? Oh, okay. That makes sense. That is smart. I do not know anything about using like ability spam and shit. Like, I don't know shit about stalling, actually. I should get better at stalling at some point. Are we on version 48 or is it 49 now? I can probably tell when this was uploaded, right? It's uploaded on the 30th of the 4th. Okay, yeah, so this is definitely in date. I think. Unless a patch just recently came out. What has changed? 48? Yeah, okay. Thought so. Glue in S tier, no surprise. Brew. Oh, what is it? The bottom path Mermonkey is still top? That's crazy. Also, I should be putting more stuff down. I've not been paying attention. Oh. What are we vibing? What would be funny? Want something with global range, I guess. Wait. Oh shit, we had no LEDs. Alright, I got it. I got us, guys. Alright, give us a second. What should I chuck down? What should I chuck down that'd be a good answer? I want something that's kind of funny. Oh, actually. Yeah, let's go with this. This should be fine, right? It should be able to ricochet to other lanes, I hope. We should be fine. Let's get past the other games. Why don't you use the mugs a bit jar? You can make the bits sugar cubes or something like that. That could be kind of cool, actually. I do have a little separate thing that I used to use as a bit jar. It's, what is it? It's literally like a little slot that's hugging a jar. So I might bring that back at some point. I think that'd be kind of nice, but I don't know. I feel like my current jar is maybe a little too small. And also I wouldn't be able to have things go into the jar very nicely because the jar is just like a PNG. So either they fall in front of it or behind it. They can't sort of fall into the jar, if that makes sense. I mean, there might be some kind of way to do it if I edit the picture, but I don't really want to do that. I don't want to fuck with my PNG. The grand return of the Australian koala to Bloons. I am back. Hello, Jimothy. Long time no see. I've been pulled back in by my friends. I've been playing offline with some friends. I got to Sunday. I'm like, I need something to play with my friends, with the community that is not going to be very stressful. Or something nice and simple. And decided it was just time for Bloons. T looking for money? Boom. What I do to make that is 2 parts front and back. It takes 10 minutes. Yeah, I could probably do it if I taught myself Photoshop or GIMP, but it's just time and effort, and I don't want to do it. I have other things to spend my time on at the moment. Time is something that I never have enough of, and I kind of have to prioritize the skills that I want. Anyway, we're looking at the tier list. What else is going on over here? Overclock is S-. Has that gotten buffed recently? I feel like that was not that high last time. Oh yeah, Alluring Melody. I thought that was doing... I thought that got like heavily nerfed. That can't grab BFBs anymore, can it? I'm shocked that's still so high. I can do it for you if you want. No, it's okay. That's alright. I don't think I would implement it anyway, because I would then have to also figure out how to have the bits fall in, and that is a whole separate issue. Foam has more use. Oh, did they buff foam? That's pretty cool. Still grabs DDTs. I mean, that's still cool and all, but not grabbing BFBs feels like a hella big nerf. It means that once you get past round 90, it's shit outside what? The DDT rounds. 6 seconds on a DDT is still insane. I guess fair enough. Maybe I'm just overestimating it. I remember abusing it a shitload with Glaive Lord. So it was one of my favorites, but I guess if it's still good, then that's fine. Yeah, we seem to be going all right here. Maybe some more snipers could be cool. If someone's going to go for, like, elite sniper. Try to think what is going to be a problem for us. Most are just dense rounds, I would say. Ceramic rushes could be a problem. We're probably fine for the BFB on 60. I think we've got enough damage for that. And if not, then we could probably just chuck down a Moab, main Moab or something like that. A Comanche Commander is that Comanche Commander that's now top tier? Moab Shove? That is Moab, yeah, that is Moab Shove. I haven't checked the exact list, so I don't know which stage they are saying is really good, but interesting to see that's back. I remember that fell off because it wasn't good on multi-lanes, but I don't know, I guess it's back to being cool. You make the 2, and you hit the... then you do the hitbox through Streamlabs code. It's quite easy. I just do it that way because I can't be bothered to do it the right way. Yeah, I mean, like, I already have... Can I show it, actually? Do I still have it here? Give me a minute to double check. No, I don't have it anymore, but I can probably re-import it at some point. I do have a sloth jar. A sloth holding a jar that accepts bits. So if I ever want a bit jar, I'll probably bring that back. Half because that is just very well done, and half because I paid money for that. I want to get more use out of it. I have sunk cost fallacy. Shover's GOAT. I did remember loving using it, but I thought it just got kind of bad as you got onto maps with multi-lanes. I hella love the music. Did you make it? God, I wish. No. I am not a musician. I've never made music in my life. This is... Let me get you the link. This is by the same artist that does my intro music. Boom, there you go. It's called Journey to Kaito by No Band Stream. It's all royalty-free music, which is insane to me. I keep glazing this guy, but goddamn, he puts out some genuinely phenomenal music that is also royalty-free. Like, oh wait, what? Oh, camo LEDs. We were seriously not prepared for camo LEDs? That's crazy. Thank you, Robert Gold, for rising above Crossbow Master. That's insane. On fucking chips. Bro, my boy Crossbow Master has fallen off. This is tragic. Oh, we lost a camo LEDs, huh? Choo. Yeah, sure. You can join the homies over here. What do I need to get you to pop LEDs? Like large caliber, full auto, probably? What is the go these days? Which one's better? Which one of you is cooler? The problem with jars, it can occupy a big part of the screen. That is true, yeah. But if I do want to bring it back, then I probably would not care about that. I've been pretty minimalist with my current setup. Give me a second here, give me a second. And then I'll go bottom path. Let's go bottom path, that's fine. Draw strong. Yeah, my current setup is hella minimalist, especially compared to my old layout. I could probably show you guys that, actually. I don't know how scuffed it is, though. It's been a while since I used it, so there's probably a lot of stuff that I haven't accounted for. Someone wants money. All over the T. You go, King. No, welcome in, Josh. How you doing? Yeah, my current setup is pretty minimalist. It's literally just the game in the background, then there's my model, and then there's chat. So I can easily add some more stuff without it feeling too much. I guess there is Goobsy as well. Some people might not see Goobsy. Some people might not have seen him at all. Anyone who's coming back after a while, you might not know. I have a son now. His name is Goobsy. Isn't he wonderful? Isn't he amazing? Ah, I moved my chat. Fuck. Why is my chat covering the whole screen? Why is it a full screen view? I could crop that. I can crop that. That's much better. Now it's not a nuisance. It should be locked as well. There we go. Licking is not flirting, Josh. We've been over this. But yeah, this is Goobsy. Everyone say hi to Goobsy. He is wonderful. He is the face of my permit. If you've not seen it, boom, there's my permit as well. So whenever anyone's here complaining about the fact that I'm taking too long to start game because I'm yapping, I will kindly direct you to the permit. There we go. Goobsy's back. Hey, Wazzy. Hey, Milk. What's up, my man? Rip, no P3. Yeah, we got no player 3. We had someone who was making money at some point, but not anymore. Oh, wait. Yeah, someone's down here with a... What is that? A 002 banana farm? That's something, at least. Alright, Necron. You get away with it because you're my husband. You know who's the sexiest man I see? Myself. That is valid. That is so based. W self-love from Milk. Honestly, I bet if I'd seen you, I would agree as well. With the exception of my husband, Necron, of course. The duality of a Leo. The duality of believing in astrology or something. I don't know. I am God to man. I am God to man, I ain't shit. Bro, that ain't even Leo. That is just imposter syndrome. That is me. I am like that all the time. I consistently fluctuate between those two like a goddamn pendulum. Literally minute to minute sometimes. It is bad. Perhaps this is a sign of bipolar. Perhaps I should get this checked out. I should be telling my doctor I continue to fluctuate between moods so quickly that I could probably be my own energy generation. I am a pendulum? Valid, yes. Been installing NixOS, let you know how it goes. Good luck. You can always install it in a VM if you want first. That's usually a good way to start. Get your head around it, understand how it works, and then if you want, you can then install it bare metal. But at the very least, like, definitely make sure you dual boot. I always recommend this for starters. It's not good to just completely wipe your Windows drive and say, fuck it, we ball and install Linux. Even I dual booted for the first year or so of actually running Windows. My laptop still dual boots Windows as well, but that is because it is sometimes used by people who do not use Linux. So I just boot into Windows for them. How are we going over here? I need another 7k before I get Elite Defender. You know what? Just because Wazzy said not to. What did I say not to do? Oh, to wipe your Windows drive. I will fuck it, we ball. Yo, I'm sure you can do it, Milk. If anyone can do it, it is Milk. I believe in you. Do your parents ever ask you for tech help? Occasionally. They don't use computers that much, so they don't tend to ask for it. But I have helped on a few occasions. My mum especially likes to run things by me if she thinks they are scams, which they usually are. And like, I respect that. I think it is good that she has the foresight to say, I am concerned that this seems too good to be true. I will ask someone who is more familiar with tech so that I am 100% certain. And yeah, everything she sent me so far, it's usually just like some random crypto related shit. I'm just like, yeah, this is just stinky as hell. Stay away from this. Do not touch it with a 10,000 foot pole. But that is still something that a lot of people come to me for in general. God fucking damn it. Was he download more RAM? I have so much RAM already. Thank you very much. Fuck it. Oh. Someone else got it. You know what? You know what? I think it's carrier time. Then he said it's carrying time and carried all over the place. I'll sell you. Destroyer. Okay. I still cannot get flagship. I need 8k for it. If I sell you, I have enough. Do I sell him though? I don't know if that is a good idea. Perhaps not. Perhaps not. How much is flagship? 26k. So I need 26, 34, about 35-ish if we round up. I have 23. If we get another 12k, then we're probably fine. But we've got 2 rounds left, so that's probably not happening. I downloaded my RAM at Ram Ranch. Yes, where they raise free, homegrown, ethical, organic RAM. Hey, yo, another BTD6 sloth streamer? There is no fucking way you are the 3rd sloth BTD6 streamer. There is no fucking way. There's no way there are 3 of us now. What? Now, slim chance of an upcoming co-op Boss Bloons sloth event. I'm not sure who's going to hardcore farm since everyone is too lazy. Valid. Bro, no fucking way. We've got another sloth BTD6 streamer. Wait, this is fucking wild if so. Big if true. I'm not a streamer? Oh. Oh, you said another one. I thought that meant that you were one as well. Are you perhaps referring to... Let me double check. Let me double check. I think they are still live at the moment, aren't they? Yes, Slothy. Are you talking about Slothy Night? Or is there another one that I do not know about? There's no way we are growing. Okay, it is Slothy Night. All right, there we go. Yes, it is Slothy Night. All right. I was going to be floored if I had discovered 2 other Sloth BTD6 streamers within the same fucking month. It'd be insane. Might become the 3rd, though. You've got to do it at this point. I don't know how you're going to do it with the whole brick thing, but I believe. Maybe you just rebrand from bricks entirely. Maybe you become a sloth-themed brick. Maybe you're a sloth that throws bricks. I know, that's kind of valid. Hardcore farming is fun. I would enjoy it if I understood how to do it. I briefly tried to learn. Funnily enough, the one time I sat down at a boss event and said, fuck it, I'm learning how to farm, it ended up being a boss event that got cancelled. So I got really demotivated and didn't learn anymore. I just stopped learning how to farm because that one event got cancelled. What about Bloons? Capitalism is God in this game. This is true. You got to understand the monkeynomics. You've got to, have your monkey central bank. You got to be literally turning things into gold, turning rubber into gold. At this point, we'll have the meme of the Spider-Man with sloths. Valid, yes. Brick sloth, perhaps. All right. I think we'll call this run there, and we'll see if we can get some new people in, or start another one. Unlucky. We did pretty well. It was tar pits. It's my first time on tar pits, so I had no fucking clue what I was doing. Good for the hardest map in the game. Indeed, yes. I'm happy with that performance. All right, let's get a new game going. I'm changing heroes to actually something I want to use. I forgot that I was sitting on, what's her face? Izili for some free play runs I was doing. Who do I want to play? Has anyone been buffed recently? Is anyone good? Oh, they made changes to, what's his face? Striker Jones, didn't they? I'll go Biker Bones. They doubled his damage or something, which is crazy. I want to try Biker Bones now. Jones and Churchill are good after buffs. Oh yeah, I saw Churchill got buffed as well, but that's mostly late game, right? They buffed his damage to DDTs. Another thing about Bloons is capitalism God in the game. Just for this event. Chat, I'm gonna become a sloth BDD streamer just to fuck with Wazzy. Please, my niche is slowly shrinking. I used to joke that I am the only Australian PNG sloth tuber. And then I found another Australian PNG sloth tuber. I'm like, how the fuck is this incredibly small niche not even the only one that I occupy? I still like to justify it by saying, well, actually, they're not a real sloth. They're a person who claims to be a sloth. And I feel like that's not true. Let's do spa pits and let's do it like impoppable. We got free for all. And we'll do regular one. We won't do tar pits because I feel like we are going to absolutely just die if this happens. Churchill is great on workshop. He's good on any map where he's got a straight line to shoot, right? How did Wazzy become the Wazzy? Perhaps you can elaborate a bit further on what this question means, Mel. Is this a question about the origins of my name? About some part of my personality or brand? What is the go here? Is it about the sloths even? Is it asking how I got sloths? Sorry, I made it Tar Pits. I went to it this time. Oh, you're fine. You're fine. I didn't mind doing it last time. It was fun. It was the first time I've been on the map. I was just saying now because it's impoppable, I do not think we can do it. But no, you're not in trouble or anything. I didn't mind you doing it. I was just saying not this time because I do not think we can do it on impoppable. Striker, good. Churchill is great in Workshop. Yeah, I want to try out Striker. The fact he's got double damage is kind of cool. I don't know if he's any good now. What do the tier lists say? I consult the tier lists. The tier lists are God. I say because I'm just not good enough to actually debate. I've not actually blackboarded any true expert maps. So I am not in a position to even vote on the tier lists. I'm trying to think if I had any opinions. I think I probably disagreed slightly with the placements of Alluring Malady and... Not Alluring Malady. I disagreed with the placement of... Was it Glaive Lord? I think a few patches ago. I thought it was like slightly lower than it should be. But then again, I was again not playing true expert, so what do I know? Where's Biker Bones now? He's A-. That's not bad. He's up with Sorter and... Oh, Zeely's up there as well. That's crazy. Your side! Thank you for the resub.
A full year of Kazoo causing mischief with funny support from the chaotic
fox holy
that
shit.
Tends to randomly just pop into existence while just vibing. I remember when we played MH World and yapped about IT stuff for a few hours.
That was based.
I also remember the times I made everyone tear up during your subathon just by showing support when I knew people needed it.
Also incredibly
Cheers
based.
to the past year and hopefully to many more despite whatever support I show to help you out in your content creation adventures.
I appreciate you, Sai. Thank you so much for the resub again, and more importantly, just thank you for being here. You are an incredible friend. I appreciate you. I love seeing you pop by, and I just hope you are doing fantastic because God knows you deserve it. Etienne is now a camo village, including the range buff from being a village. Yeah, I saw that he now gives a range buff to towers. That's very interesting. I don't know if he's good now, but I don't know, maybe. Why Sloth, origin of name, and why start streaming? Okay, in that order, the Sloth thing started when I was 13 or 14. I was at a lock-in LAN event with some friends for one of my friend's birthday. So basically, we went in there at 7 p.m. and we stay in there for 12 hours until 7 a.m. So it's gotten to like 2 or 3 a.m. at this point. I am tired as fuck. And when you're tired, you get a little delusional, a little delirious. You start thinking things are funny when they are not. Like, everything is funny when you are that tired. And I was just on Facebook, minding my own business, and I came across a picture of a sloth that was like photoshopped to be wearing sunglasses, and it had just money reflecting in the sunglasses. And at that moment, it was the funniest thing I'd seen in my life. I was nearly in tears. Wait, what the fuck? Where's the pet? Where's pet gone? The pet disappeared? What? Also, wait, why is my game stretched? Is my game stretched? No. Okay, everything is scuffed, guys. Hold up. Oh, no, that's background. Hang on. All right. Guys, stop it! Shit's broken. What are you doing? Like, why is it not visible? It should be. What? I'm looking at my browser sources. It's there. I haven't adjusted it. What? Oh my god, I know why. Wait, no, not you, Goobsy. Goobsy, go back. There we go. I fixed it. I fixed it, guys. Don't worry. When I was trying to fix my chat, I accidentally resized Tangier. So that was a little oopsie on my part. Tangier is back now. It shouldn't be happening again. But yeah, so I was at a lock-in LAN. It was like 3 a.m. I was browsing Facebook. I see a picture of a sloth photoshopped to be wearing sunglasses, and it was just the funniest shit I'd seen in my life. And from that point on, I decided I love sloths. So that's why I'm still into sloths. Oh my god, the brain thing is off center as well. I've got to fix that. Gonna put that on my fucking to-do list. Ah! There you go, guys. As for the name, it literally came to me in a dream when I was like 12, and I just stuck with it ever since. And then, what was the third thing? What was the third? I've lost the message. Why start streaming? I started streaming because I thought to myself, man, I sit alone in my room playing video games, talking to myself. I do all the things required for streaming. Why the fuck don't I just throw it out there and see if anyone will watch me? And that led to me deciding to start streaming. Okay, that's like half the story. That was my logic for a long while. And then I also, I thought that for a while. I thought it'd be fun to stream. But the thing that really gave me a push was knowing Nat. Nat sort of inspired me. Can we get a shout out for her as well? I'll say this every time. Nat's the one who inspired me to start streaming, basically. Like, I discovered her. We became friends because I liked just watching her. She was playing, literally, like, she just played every game that I liked, which was crazy. And from there, we just became good friends. And she kind of showed me that, you know, streaming was less intimidating than I thought. And she supported me, helped me get into it, and, you know, the rest is history. Why Australian and autism both in the tags? Aren't they the same? Not quite. There are many autistic Australians for sure, but they are two distinct kinds of mental illness. I only done Ouch, Workshop, and Infernal and Castle. I don't think I've done any Black Border experts. I can go over my list in a minute. It's, I don't know, not that impressive because I haven't even finished all experts. I was getting through it for a while, but I think I did all right considering I don't watch guides. I'm proud of the fact that every Black Border I have done has a strat that I came up with myself. I streamed pretty much all the difficult ones too, so you guys got to see the process and everything. I forgot the requirement to vote on the tier list is. I was given voting perms, but I never vote. The requirement is complete at least one Black Border chimps, I believe. One Black Border True Expert chimps. Oh no, it's not even Black Border. It's just complete chimps on a True Expert, I believe. Sai, hello Sai. Fire 1 year celebration, indeed. My man Sai, how are you doing? I just woke up, so tonight is so far since I didn't have to play DVD for Adept Achievements until Tuesday. Is that when the new Survivor comes out? You ate Pet? Yes, you did. I miss Sai too. It makes it funnier. It does, yes. You have game and also window capture, maybe. Yeah, okay, no. It was literally because I thought I was resizing my chat overlay, the little chat that's above my head. But what I actually did was accidentally moved and resized Tangier instead. And then that was cutting off everything. So that was a bit of a doofus. We roll out of bed, want my GPU, and launch DVD for you, Maury. W Sai. This is why we love Sai. I love Sai. I love Sai. Get your own Sai. No, we can all share Sai. That's wholesome. Shout out to Nat. Thank you for the shout out. W shout outs, guys. I'm gonna go eat night. Good night, Milk. I appreciate you stopping by. I hope you have a great sleep. I watch Chom Choms and Unescapes and Dorio guides. Yeah, like if you watch guides, that is completely valid as well. I personally just enjoyed the problem solving that comes with doing it myself. It also means I get to like try out towers that I really like. That is also something I enjoy. Look, you can watch a guide and stuff, but I don't know. To me, it is both more rewarding to figure it out for yourself and also just gives you a personal touch because you get to pick towers that you thought were good and maybe towers that you actually really liked. I had Black Border strat that was using Archmage on Cracked. I don't think I actually ended up... Was it Cracked? No, not Cracked. That's the easy one. Mesa, that's it. I had a Black Border strat that was using Archmage on Mesa. I don't know if I ever went through with it. I don't know if I actually got the Black Border on that, but I was proud of that because I just wanted to use Archmage. So I figured out a way to make Archmage work. And obviously it's not exactly a sign that you're good at the game or anything. It doesn't mean that the towers are good, but it was just part of the fun of it. It's what I enjoyed the most about Bloons. It's like a problem. It's a puzzle. It's a puzzle problem-solving thing that has the flavor of monkeys popping balloons. I have the first map and Cubism Black Bordered. I actually plan to get new Cherry Blossom map as my next Black Border. Yeah, I think as you get a few Black Borders, it becomes significantly easier. To the point where I would say the majority of beginner maps, like all beginner maps, and then the majority of advanced maps are super, super easy to Black Border. And even some experts. Like once you understand the basics of the game, it just becomes phenomenally easy until you get to some of the real hard ones. There's probably like 2, maybe 3 advanced maps that are difficult. The first one that comes to mind is Bloons Prime. I fucking hate that map. That was the last one I did. I still hate it. It is harder than, I would say, all but maybe like 5 expert maps. And then the 5 expert maps, there are like a few expert maps that are hard. I had Geared in the list for a while, but then I finally figured out how Geared works, and it didn't end up being that hard. Geared is probably my favorite map, actually. I really like the unique gimmick. I watch sometimes, it's not autism and Australian that are redundant, it's autism and Linux. True. This is true. Hey, Pegasus, how are you doing? It's good to see you again. Oh, wait, fuck. Okay, this reminds me. I saw a fucking hilarious tweet. I saw this ages ago. I'm pretty sure I shared it on screen at the time, but I will do it again. Yes! My very vaguely worded search came up with it. Alright, I can bring this up. You can all appreciate this meme with me. Okay, I'm being spun. I'm being flipped for my crimes. This never fails to make me laugh. I fucking love this so much. Autistic children will be discluded from the study for skewing results. I'm an autistic Linux user and I'm proud. Oh my god, I've got to put down some fucking towers, dude. I'm doing nothing here. Who do we put down? I want to do... Oh, actually, I'll tell you what I could do. I'll do this guy. There we go. That'll do, right? That'll be fine. Anyway, yes, funny meme. That's just gonna sit in my sources, my OBS sources list for ages, because I'll be too lazy to delete it. It'll just be hidden. You can keep Psy. I got my own Psy. Oh my god, there's 2 Psys. More Psys to go around. Nuke, valid nuke, honestly. I had another channel for intermediate chips called Tease is Dumb, but someone hacked it. Isn't that the same? Am I blind? Is that? Oh, do you mean like on YouTube or something? Was it on a different platform? And Spirit, hello, welcome in. How are you doing? Doro said I am better than him. I would say Doro is better than me. So nobody gets what they want. It's a recursive cycle. Each person says someone else is better than them. AEST handlers to get black border on cubism. That made it so much more difficult than need be. That's not bad, honestly, because well, like it's got a few good spots for. I mean, it's cubism. I was gonna say it's got many good spots for beast handler, but it's got many good spots for basically every tower. Can you stream on Wednesday? My surgeon said I can use my phone in surgery. I do stream on Wednesdays. Around the same time, in fact. I start 8 PM Australian time, which is just a bit under 2 hours before now. So there you go. I don't know if that was a joke or not, but I think it would be incredibly... I was going to say funny, but fuck, I'd be honored if someone decided they wanted to watch me during surgery. I guess it'd be fantastic. It would be fantastic for... like if you're having brain surgery and you just need to like make sure they don't accidentally lobotomize you. So like you're just watching my stream and if you ever start laughing, they're like, oh fuck, we cut too much. The only tweet I have made a constant part of my vocabulary so far is the Torment Nexus. But god, that website has some gold every so often. It's like a broken clock is right twice a day. Even websites like Reddit can be funny on occasion. Now, Reddit is a cesspool, like, most of the time, depending on the community you're in. Some communities are based as fuck. I've been in some good communities, honestly. It just depends on what you're sub to. Like, all the big communities, they're boring as fuck. They're awful. How come this is an 18 plus stream? Well, it's mostly just because I don't want people who are under 18 in here. It can just cause many, many kinds of problems. Okay, we've got the 1-2 combo of Rev Head into Pet Pet. Mudbum, welcome in. How's it going? It's good to see you. Hello, hello. But yeah, it's not necessarily that anything in here is strictly 18 plus, but it means that I'm not worrying about what I'm doing. I'm not thinking to myself, oh, is this appropriate for under 18s? I'm just setting a rule of saying, no, if you're under 18, I don't really want you here. I would rather just make sure that my streams have only people who are mature. And it solves a lot of problems. And we've had issues in the past where people were under 18 and they were talking to people in DMs claiming to be over 18. And that is a fucking liability that I want zero part in. So just have a rule that says if you're under 18, well, you're not welcome here. This is not for under 18s. And in general, just content creation on the internet is something that benefits a lot from having strict rules around the age of your people. What are we doing? I can't afford Century Champion yet. I'll continue to save. Hi Mario, I'm coming at you live from my job as the newest shift lead. Yo, promotion. Moving up the chain. Asbury, hello. I'm mature. Stop lying to yourself there, Kazoo. Sai, you're definitely mature. I was gonna try and come up with some kind of funny retort, but no, not having it. No putting yourself down. Bad Sai. Valid? Yeah. It's something you'll see for a lot of content creators on Twitch. It's not necessarily about the content that I'm putting out. It's, I'm not out here just being like hypersexual or like, I was going to say or swearing every second sentence. I do swear a lot because I'm Australian. But it's not that I am like out here showing stuff that shouldn't be seen on an under 18 stream or, really talking about lots of explicit stuff. It's more just, number one, I don't have to worry about what I say, so I can go into that if I want. And number two, I don't want people who are under 18 because it is a fucking can of worms. It's easy to just say no to all of that shit. Made a post about it and everything, though my stream month is massive right now. Gotta go do paperwork. Love you all. Bye-bye, Spiri. Thank you for stopping by. Congrats on the promotion. Okay, who watches unless you are annoying? Do you stream as well, Chom? Or is it just YouTube? Because I can imagine YouTube would be a bit different. Well, that was a little close. I stream here and there. Fair enough. I mean, like, I could be being totally, I guess, what is the word I'm looking for? Like, it could be that I'm being just too cautious, too paranoid, but I'd rather be overcautious than run into a situation that either causes me a lot of damage as a content creator or gives me just a lot of stress because I decided I wanted to allow people under 18. And like, what good does it bring? I have had a generally negative experience with younger viewers. A lot of younger viewers come in and they just behave in a way that is annoying. And while I'm not trying to stereotype, there are definitely people who are under 18 that have a good head on their shoulders. It just removes a lot of bad actors from the beginning. It removes all of this kind of liability, and overall is... we're going to lose here, I think. Maybe? Ooh, we're fine. We're fine because the map is 3 trillion years long. I mean, I got Biker Bones. I'm not making any use of him. It's middle path, right? Yeah. Can't even afford a limb. Yeah, I'll do this. We'll get another 3k. And we'll just have Mob Assassin. And we'll spam. You know what else is massive? The internet's corrupted my brain and my in my torment now. Yeah, I guess well, that is sort of a bit of a play on, or not a play. That leads into a little bit of what it is. One of the other reasons why I don't want people under 18, which is the fact that like I have a little flirt redeem there, and 99% of the time it is fine. So people sometimes have little innuendos there. And I do ask people to try and keep it like 18 friendly. But at the same time, it again is just easy to not have to worry. I'd rather say, you know, just have fun and, you know, vibe with people who are over 18 than be like, oh, worried that everything you say could be seen by a minor, worried that minors will be here. And like worst case scenario, I lose a few viewers. There are a few people who may not tune in, who may watch me, or who may not watch me because they were not allowed by my rules. And I'm fine with that. That is a price I'm happy to pay. I can chicken your jockey. I can jockey you chicken. You get there, Justin. You work on that. Bro, Minecraft movie is an anomaly. It was insane. I feel unprepared and prepared at the same time. It's so weird. Is this for your major exam, Justin? I think the majority of under 18 viewers on platforms like Twitch can be annoying. Yeah, I've had a lot of negative experiences with them. There are a few that I've had to ban, and even more that naturally just stopped coming to my streams because I stopped engaging with them because everything they were putting out was just annoying. It's 5 a.m, so that was my last. That's valid, Wolf. Appreciate you stopping by. Yes, for my exam. You got this. You're gonna crush it. I know I say this like every fucking stream, but fuck, I'm so glad to be done with school and university. University especially, like I was in that for 7 goddamn years. 7 years of university is wild. It is so tiring. The amount of essays that I wrote, unreal. You might be thinking to yourself, why the fuck are you doing essays if you're an IT student? And the answer is, the answer is because I studied IT and criminology. Kind of cool, kind of unique kind of cool, kind of unique overlap. It was very fun because I got to study a lot about cybercrime. I chose to focus a lot on crypto and how that's being used in criminal. I've got to focus a lot on crypto and how that's being used by criminals. It was a very interesting little, very interesting niche I found. You're looking at all these ways that it's being used. Like you look at the dark web, you'd look at places like Silk Road and all of the other ones that have popped up since. Then you look at the fact that also criminals can be really fucking stupid, and cryptocurrency is usually not completely anonymous. It's pseudonymous. So you can track it out, and then it was being used by investigatory bodies to basically track down who was behind the crypto. Because eventually they cash it out at a like know your customer, KYC location. And then boom, you've got the trail tied to a credit card. It was pretty cool. Lurk, thank you for the lurk, Justin. How old are you? I am 29. That is down in my description. I know some people do not enjoy talking about their age, which is why I generally caution people, like, don't go into Twitch, don't ask streamers about their age, but I am open about mine. This is why you will see everyone around here calling me old. It is the meme at this point, just call Wazzy old. Ask me questions like, hey, Wazzy, what's it like going to school with the dinosaurs? Were you friends with a Stegosaurus? I'm applying to college in 1 year, good luck. I mean, as you know, as long as you get your degree, it's worth it in the end. Yeah, I mean, like, degrees are most of it, really. I am a very, what is the word? I'm a very skeptical person when it comes to university. I personally had an experience that was like, I did not feel like I got my money's worth at university other than the degree. Like, I did it for the degree. I literally had a job pre-finishing university, and I learnt more on that job in 6 months than I felt I did in my entire university degree, which is just crazy. And it could have been a case of I had a particularly bad program, or maybe it was the case of I didn't appreciate the basics that I was taught at uni that allowed me to thrive in my job. But I think I'm pretty fair. I think it's pretty fair of me to say that my job was just so much better. And the only real reason that you need to go to university these days is to get the degree, because people want the degree. And I think there is a slow push towards what they call new collar jobs now, which is really cool. It is basically like jobs that don't require a degree. And it's becoming more and more popular in IT because now more than ever, there are so many other ways to learn as opposed to going to university. Like, the amount of free resources online is insane. The amount of ways you can build up your resume and have a portfolio, things like building your own website, things like contributing to open source projects, it's insane. There are fantastic ways to really build your skills and show off your skills that don't require paying tens or even hundreds of thousands to go to university. And I think more and more companies are starting to realize this. It's a slow push, but it's good. Happy Star Wars Day. Thank you very much. Wait, is it May 4th? It is May 4th. Look at that. It's still for 2 hours. I just noticed. Fuck, man. I popped something. I'm popping so many things too, Justin. We are so real. Chat Wars is pretty cool. Chat, Josh is pretty cool. Your Crusade, welcome in, my man. How are you doing? I'm not lurking. Pranked. That is me so many times. I'm like, all right, I'm going to lurk now. End up just staying there for like another 20 minutes. It's like, I swear to God, I intended to lurk, and I'm just back here. I can't escape. 3 years left of school. Yeah. I mean, like, it was partially my fault that I was there for 7 fucking years. I started off doing a 3-year course, which was in arts, because I wanted to go into law. So I thought to myself, oh, I don't have the grades to go into law, because that is insane, right? Over here in Australia, you need a ATAR, which is kind of like, I can't go into the details. You basically need to rank in... Oh, did we lose? Yeah, we lost. Depending on where you want to go into, it could be somewhere in... You need to rank in somewhere near like the top 2% of the nation for your score, if you want to get into law at any of the good universities. And I got a very good score, but it was not that fucking good. So I was like, all right, I'm going to go and do a year. Oops. I'm going to go and do a year of arts, because arts can transition well. I'll do criminology. I'll get a good score in uni, and this is another pathway into it. And then I'm doing my work there, and I realize, you know what? I don't like law. I don't like the idea of it. I got talked out of it mostly by a family friend. He was a career counselor. He was like, I've worked with so many law students. Holy fuck, is the industry dog shit. Good fucking luck getting a job. He didn't say it like that. He was much nicer about it. But he gave me some really good examples of people he'd worked with who were very talented, people who had kind of like graduated top of their class and... Oh, yeah, check back borders, good point. Looking with people who had graduated top of their class. Oh, thank you for the follow, Tees. Tees is done. I know I'm reading that whole name for the second time. I'm going to go back to saying T. I try to read people's full names when they come in for the first time and when they follow. But sometimes I just got to give up. But yeah, he basically talked me out of it, told me about how horrible it is getting a job. So I sat back for a while and I thought, well, fuck, what are my other career prospects? And then I realized, well, why the fuck have I not gone into IT? I have been tinkering with computers since I was like 5 years old. I've always loved IT and computers. Why the fuck am I not doing that? So I did that and never looked back. But that meant I transitioned from arts into into IT. And I didn't want to drop all of the work I'd done for a year, so I was doing a double degree. So that pushed my degree time from 3 years to 4 years. And then as I was nearing the end of those 4 years, I wanted to swap from going in arts IT to doing arts and to doing IT and criminology, which was a new degree that was introduced. And that meant dropping some of my non-crim arts units and picking up a few more for criminology. That combined with the fact that I had to go part-time at one point, so I was doing 2 units per semester instead of 4, all totaled up to meaning that, yeah, it took me 7 whole years. Let me catch up on chat now. 29 is so old, you're a dinosaur? True. Literally, friends with the Stegosaurus. Not the T-Rex though, those guys are cunts. No one likes a T-Rex. My dad's 34, he had me at 14. That's wild. I cannot imagine. My parents had me at 30. 29, damn, you're almost in the grave. It's true. It's true. I'm 1 foot in. Any day now could be my last stream. And if I just disappear, you'd be like, ah, yeah, Ballsy died, natural causes. Move on, find another soft streamer. Softs do die around the age of 30, so I really am on death's door, on my last legs. Hi, mama. Hi. I'm 29, already 22. I feel like I'm behind everyone else. Being in my second year of uni, taking a break to mental health. Honestly, like, do not worry about being behind. If there is one thing I can tell you from 29 years of experience, don't judge yourself based on others. Until like the start of last year or the end of the year before that, I was what you would probably consider ahead of everyone else. I was married in a very well-paying job, going incredible in my career, and like living in a house that I'd planned to buy long-term. Like literally everything you would expect to define someone as being successful in life, I had all of that. And then over the course of 6 months, I got divorced, I lost the job, and all of that stuff that I was measuring myself by basically vanished overnight. So it made me really reevaluate what matters to me, what I want to measure myself by, and where I want to be going in life. And you realize when you do all of that, the only things that are going to stick with you, they're not extrinsic things like your job, like your title. They're not going to be things like the people you are with. You need to look inside yourself and decide what defines you as a person and what you want to be carrying with you and measuring yourself by. Are you a good person? Are you the kind of person that people want to be friends with? Are you the kind of person who is happy to explore life and give their all? Think about things that mean something to you that can't be taken away from you, and use that to decide whether or not you are where you want to be in life. Because everything else can be taken away in an instant. And it's a very good idea to value yourself, look internally, and find happiness not by comparing yourself to others, but by comparing yourself to how you were the day before. Anyway, philosophy sloth over. You always leave a trail behind with crypto. Yeah, and that is why it is so interesting. It is so interesting for criminal applications, because unless they use something like a checkout that does not use KYC, or unless they are using a Tornado Cash or a money mixer like that, then they're always going to get caught. It was just very interesting to see how it evolved in the use of criminal applications and how the police adapted towards solving that. Very interesting subject to study. Chat, do I play BTD6? Yes, definitely. I'm just going to give it a salt on Wobbsy's chat. I went to watch another streamer and it said, guys, what do you think about my emote? I got timed down for 1 minute. Man, they don't appreciate feet like Wobbsy does. Wobbsy the feet queen. Studying software, and it's pretty surprising how many people already have some kind of experience in the field pre-starting your degree even. Though I will say most get cushy jobs do kind of ask for a degree. Yes, that is true. The big ones like Fang, I'm pretty sure they all ask for jobs. They don't really have a presence here in Australia. Like, there are jobs for like Google, Microsoft, Facebook and stuff, but they're very small. They are not big because, the vast majority is over in America. The jobs they have over here are usually for infrastructure and other related things that require them to be based here. For the schools in general is that they aren't teaching people. Schools are like a memory game. You don't get graded on what you learn. You get graded on what you can memorize. That is definitely a big thing as well. The best classes I had were the ones that asked me to practically apply what we had learned and demonstrate it through assignments. Those were the really good ones. They felt like they took what we learned and asked me to apply it, show my knowledge, and extend upon it. Really challenged me to show that I understand it, not just answer a memory game. And then the worst ones were the ones that asked me to write code by hand. With a pen and paper. With a 2-hour time limit. That exists in the year of our Lord, 2025. Or it was like 2022 or 1 when I did it. But that was just fucking garbage. The fact that that existed at all, at any point, in the past 20 years, is inconceivably bad, and whoever decided that should be outright fired and banned from the industry. Sorry, I get a little passionate about writing code with a fucking pen and paper, like I'm a fucking Neanderthal. Jesus Christ. Tis is dumb, is how it's pronounced. Or kid, I don't know. We'll go with T. I will save myself some trouble. I just go for the one syllable. Australia law is famously clean and transparent industry. I feel like any industry with law is bad. Law in any country is bad. Was he earlier today got called Case? Not even still or just in case? Just Case? Honestly, kind of goes hard. Calling you Case? Name's Case. Justin Case. That could be your calling card. Howdy, hello Igor, it's good to see you. Well, was he die before he has a chance to visit Australia? You gotta hurry, Justin, or maybe I will. There's a sloth YouTuber who made a video about computing IT. Is worth it. Is that the coding sloth? Because I know him. My fucking identity is being impinged upon in every area. There's another coding Australian sloth streamer as well. It's just insane. I never knew about any of these sloths until I started streaming. I feel like they're all popping up in response to me. I feel like I am the trailblazer here. They all definitely are copying me. For real. It's the coding sloth. Yeah, I knew it. I knew that guy. I knew him. If yes, I gotta tell you, he's our op. Yeah, he's the op. He's stealing my identity. Okay, Don't worry, I didn't watch it. Okay, you're all good. You're all good. You're still on our side. You've picked the right one. Hey, Wazzy, can I do a quick co-op with you? Absolutely, yes. We're going back into co-op in just a second. I jumped in here to show off the black borders because people were asking, and then I'll go back to co-op. And we kind of got a little sidetracked with yapping. I'm trying to catch up on chat, and I'll do black borders, and we'll go back to yapping. Wazzy, you need to make a TTS redeem so we can tell you to focus back on chat. I am still focused on chat. I'm catching up. It is occasionally the case that I will fall behind because I like to engage properly. I don't like to just read chat and move on. I like to really engage with the point, talk about something that's important to me, and hopefully answer questions or engage on a deeper level than just read and move on. So it means I will take a bit to catch up on chat, and I'll probably figure out a better way of doing this in future. Maybe I'll go on less tangents. Maybe I will skip chats that I don't feel like I can contribute much to. But whatever the case, for now at least, I like to really engage with chat. I think it is good to really show a level of engagement that most people don't. Yeah, Goku TTS? No. I don't. I've talked about this before, but I don't like having points TTS because I think TTS can be very invasive and intrusive on stream. That's the reason why currently the only way to do TTS is through, like, basically just by paying money. Like, if you sub, then you can do a TTS there, or you can use Tangia and use biddies. But I don't like the idea of having a TTS with just channel points because I don't like TTS in general. Oh, DarkBeam58, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. I took a break from internet for a year and forgot all music production skills. Did you know we don't learn coding in IT where I go? That is interesting. That is very interesting. I would have thought that is kind of integral to IT. I guess there are parts of, I mean, that's not necessarily true. I know plenty of people in IT who have been there for decades who don't know how to code, and they're very, very smart and good at what they do. They just never needed to code because that's not the specific thing they're doing. They're more like product managers. They understand technology, how it works, but they can't code. And I think that's valid. If you don't need to code to do your job, then you don't need to know how to code. That's right, code and paper for an exam? Yeah, it happens so much. It's crazy. Watch Bro Beats if you want to get into Fi Studio. Bro Beats. I will look that up. That sounds interesting. I've always wanted to know a little bit about music production. I don't think I'll ever get good at it or anything, but it'd be kind of nice. Pacifist? Why are we talking about pacifism? Code with pen and paper. I burned the test and cited the person who came up with that. Exactly. Valid. Like, it's so horrible. Who the fuck does this? Play a guitar, so I know a bit of music theory, but it's worth learning piano as you use MIDI keyboards in Fire Studio. I do know piano, actually. There's some fun Wazzy lore. I was learning piano for about a decade. I'm terrible at it, but I used to know piano. I say used to. I haven't played piano in probably another decade since. I want to get a piano for my house eventually. There's a room I want to turn into a piano room that I think would be very cool. But yeah, it's a hobby I'd like to get back into because I did enjoy it. I feel like I'm at a stage in my life where I could really appreciate the time and patience required. I didn't as a kid because I had undiagnosed ADHD, but that's a story for another time. Wazzy, how about after our dinner date, I'll show you how I'm a freak in the sheets. Spreadsheets, that is. You're going to go far in the IT industry if you know your spreadsheets. Samurai, welcome in. How's it going? I did that in the year of our Lord 2025 too, which is insane because I went to the adjacent school in my uni last year. Then they, the ones who famously do not actually program, do digital exams. Well, I get stuck with pen and paper with no outside help. It's insane. That's horrible. I don't know. I just have many mental issues I've been trying to fix, and my psychologist is helping a lot. It's hard when you've ignored your problems for so long. That is true, and you should never be... you should never feel bad about having them. Hell, not even feel bad about ignoring them or taking your time. I have plenty of stuff I'm working on. I did not get diagnosed with ADHD until last year, and medication and dealing with that has been phenomenal for my mental health. And of course, I see a psychologist. I work through a lot of my stuff as well, but it's, you know, it's a good thing to work on. And psychology is based. Seeing a therapist is great. It's crazy a new coding sloth because Wazzy got me interested in coding. I did blackboard every intermediate because I took a year break from all games and internet. I go to the YouTube videos that teach you... Oh crap, I just lost my spot in chat. Teach you how to make your own strategies. I didn't know there were videos on that. I've just sort of taught myself, which has been fun. I haven't opened VS Code since 2025. It is still 2025, Justin. Grass, is your budget just a bunch of numbers with no notation of what they are? Because that would be a freak budget. Learn Adobe Aero and Excel, learn spreadsheets to do design tools. I don't know what Adobe Aero is. Examples of software and hardware and design tools. Oh, okay, I see. I've been thinking of getting rid of the TTS redeems because often it's just used to scream and it's honestly annoying. Yeah, I don't like them. There's a reason I've never implemented them. There's a reason I've considered removing them from Tangier entirely, but they haven't really been abused there. And I'm like, look, if people are going to spend money, then fair enough. I may raise the price though, if it gets any abused at any point. I'm starting coursework on June 1st for music, engineering, and IT. All my E keys on keyboard have gone dead, and I don't know why. That is very weird. Learning piano next semester? Nice. Yeah, piano is a lot of fun. I started it because it's a very easy instrument to pick up, and then stuck with it because I just love it. I have duplicated by mitosis. Wait. Are you Dark Bean, Igor? Is this what you are telling me? There are 2 of you now? Only firing the people who want to do coding exams on pen and paper? Yes, fire them. Fire them entirely. They don't belong here. GTS is fun when used properly, but if it's just a bunch of people screaming, it gets annoying. True. I hate that kind of shit, man. It's so annoying. I want to get into music production, not because I listen to some good music, because Instagram someone made beats with diabolical 808s. I don't even know what that is. It's so funny. I think I can't say that. Yeah, do not say the actual word. Perhaps do not even make allusions to it. It's one of the words I don't like. Not even if it's against TOS or not. It's just a nasty word. The whole idea for it is because funny quotes and shit. Screaming was funny at first. Kind of hate the TTS because of it now. Just remove it. If people hate it, they'll get over it. You got to do something like... Okay, I'm going to snooze for a second because we're yapping. Just put your foot down. Set a stream that you like. You know, like have rules that you want. Have a stream experience that you want. And don't let people push you into having it any other way. Because if you don't want to stream because you don't like your community or because you don't like things your community do, then that is the worst case scenario. My YouTube channel, I used to post beats on it. I only do it at school now. Okay. If you want, you can join. If you'd like to promote yourself at all, you can come join my Discord at !Discord. You can go post yourself over in the self-promo channel. Finished a really funky Ouch Chimps game. I need to learn how to play proper expert maps. Like, actually, I see you guys do insane challenges and shit on true expert maps, and I'm out here like, yeah, what have I done? I've done a few expert maps. Oh, I got another one. I haven't done this at all. I've done a few expert maps on Black Border. That's it. I've done nothing actually reasonable, except Impalpable Dark Castle. That's like my highest expert achievement. What strat did you use? I used a bunch. It depends on what the meta is at the time. When I was last playing, I used a lot of Glavelord plus Symphonic Resonance. That was a really, really strong combo. That carried me through a lot. What did I use it for? I think I used it for High Finance. I used it for Pat's Pond. I think I used it for Off the Coast. I used it for Underground. Used it for Ancient Portal. Used it for a bunch of intermediates as well. I don't know if it's good on Expert, but it was and probably still is very, very strong. Learning piano to help my music theory for guitar. That makes sense, yeah. I don't even know if I can still print Hello World in C. I'm sure you can. It's not that hard. Akimbo? What is Akimbo? A fake rat distortion pedal. You ever play a flying V? What is a flying V? I always want to see a psychologist. My father thinks it's all bullshit. I have to wait until I live alone. Mother is supporting me, but she still doesn't fully understand certain things. It puts more pressure onto me. Yeah, it's a shame that the older generation don't seem to understand mental health. At least we're getting better. I'm fortunate enough that both of my parents do. I saw a psychologist when I lived with them. I've seen one on my own now that I live alone. And it's been good. Fire the people who suggest coding on paper, and by fire them, yes, I mean set them on fire, please. Based take, honestly. Doesn't make sense to me at all. I find it comfortable and easy to play. I get that another channel I follow has TTS and people are great about using it. It's really damn fun. I use it relentlessly torment her with these nut strokes. We get abused, it's gone for a bit. Seems like a good solution. You could just set a limit per user per day. That could definitely encourage people to actually think before they use it. Like when you can play something that is so non-ergonomic. I don't even know what Flying V is. Should I do a stream where I just learn C or C++? Honestly, that could be kind of cool. Just stream whatever you vibe. That's something I need to do more, is stop thinking as much about what I stream and just say, fuck it, we ball, we vibe. People are obviously here for me. I just want to stop looking at metrics and stop thinking to myself, I need to get X followers or X average views. Just, you know, enjoy myself. And if I enjoy myself, then people will come. You need to learn Chimp's strats, Chimp's starts in expert maps. I probably do, yeah. Because I just abused Sorter, and now Sorter has been nerfed. My solo Chimp start has been nerfed. I'm fucking crying out here. Crying in the club because Sorter got nerfed. Early game's hardest part. I struggle a lot with my late game strats, I think. I tend to struggle a lot when it comes to late game, so that is probably the part I need to patch it up. I very rarely lose mid game, except to, I guess, occasionally like ceramic rushes, but I've gotten better at those. Put it simple, I was looking at my parents and brothers are the ones who do the slowest, do everything. Here I'm 20 years old, live alone now. The smallest of my brothers need to get away from that toxic environment. Yeah, just like don't compare yourself to other people. I know it is easy to say, but yeah, it is good to measure yourself only by how you were yesterday or the day before or the month before. As long as you are measuring yourself by yourself and constantly improving, then you are winning. What music do you play? I do music also because I blues, jazz. I like for at least piano. I don't play anymore, unfortunately. I would like to get back into it, but yeah, I just played random stuff. I would like to get into playing some pop culture stuff, like a lot of video game music on piano. That'd be a lot of fun. That's something I'm really keen to do if I ever do get a piano again. Oh, you're talking to Chom, though. Need a serious answer. Am I a good friend for my friend's birthday if I get him a Sans pillow? This is a joke gift, obviously. If you ask for a serious answer, so I will say if they like Sans, then yes. If they would enjoy that, then probably. If you think they would enjoy it, then that is what matters, right? I've got a video if you want to see. Is there video on your music or is it on music or is this? Oh, it is. It is music. I thought we were talking about chimp starts or something. I've got ads starting just under 10 seconds, everyone. They run for 3 minutes and you get another hour of gameplay / yapping afterwards. Take a moment to have a stretch, grab something to eat, grab something to drink. I will take a breath and hopefully be caught up on chat afterwards. Y'all are yapping tonight. Have you ever thought about going to... I'll start skipping over the music stuff. Check friends. Yes. This is an example of something I should be doing more often is just like skipping over the chats that are just between other people. I need to get better at acknowledging those. We've got 3 people. I'm so popular tonight. Everyone's adding me. Have you tried Rosalia Flying Fortress Chimps? It works on Geared as well. No, I have not. Has Rosalia been buffed recently? I haven't played in like 3 patches. So if she's good now, that'd be kind of cool. I never used her because she was shit. So if she's good now, I'll definitely give it a shot. Don't get me wrong, Lobo sister, but the house just broke me. Yeah, it's toxic environment can be like that. Duck, welcome in, my man. How are you doing? I really want to get better. I've not done it in ages. Might have to practice through guitar. All right. We can quickly go over. So this is the black borders. I've got black border on all the easy map, all beginner maps, all intermediates, like all easy except spa pits, obviously. Black border, all easy, all intermediate, and then these are the advanced that I've got. I haven't blackboarded Last Resort yet, but I have done blackboarded chimps on that. I just got lazy and couldn't be bothered doing the rest. Blackboarded Spillway, I haven't finished that off though. What else have I done? I've got black chimps on Peninsula and Pat's Pond, but I haven't done that, and Cargo. So yeah, there's a few that I am missing. Like Erosion, I've not done a black chimps medal, and Castle Revenge I've not touched, or barely touched. Enchanted Glade I haven't touched at all, and Mesa I've gotten regular chimps medal on this many times. My strat was kind of shit, so I just kept fucking up like one part or another, which was really annoying. I have to redo that. All the balance changes have probably ruined my start there. 5 ever good. That is always good to hear. What about you? I'm doing good as well. I'm feeling good tonight, which is nice. It's one of the few times that I have not been completely exhausted. I'm making a bunch of changes to try and fix my exhaustion lately, and I think they might be working. I don't want to speak too early. I don't want to curse it or anything. Don't want to jinx it, but yeah, I'm feeling good today. Feeling good. I was feeling really tired earlier, but then I went for a workout, had a cold shower, ate dinner, and I think it's all contributing to being better. I just hate half cash. That is so valid, honestly. Half cash, I usually give it like a good attempt at not using any powers or anything, but if it becomes a pain, then I'll say fuck it and put down instas. I have no respect for half cash. I'm gonna be working on some Paramore covers, all based. I haven't listened to Paramore in years, but they are great. I can't work out at the moment because I'm 3 days pre-surgery. Yeah, I'm only just getting back into working out. I was a fucking gym rat last year. For about half the year, I was consistently just going to the gym 3-4 times a week. And then I just had a number of injuries that completely took me out. And then I just really struggled to get back into it afterwards. I've still got one of those injuries now, actually. It's my shoulder. I'll probably, at some point, need surgery on it. which is going to suck. But for now, at least, it just limits what I can do. I can't do any shoulder-based exercises. I can't do my bench presses either, which I really hate. I might be able to, but I'll have to really lower the weight because I tried doing one earlier and I just literally had to drop the dumbbell that I was using because it was that fucking painful. Is there anyone else here, or is it just still, still just got the lingering exclamation mark? All right. We've got ads coming off in 10 seconds, so I'll create a match and people can get in. What maps aren't I the top scorer in? That's a good question. You can probably have a look if you want, Serial, or you can have a look after the next game. I can't look at, what? Never mind. I think of it getting a nap as well, Tease. Alright guys, what are we going to do next? Are there any maps that I've not done Impoppable on? A resort I've chimpsed in multiplayer. Let's just do carved, yeah. Not chimps, maybe not chimps, just do Impoppable. I do not trust playing chimps with randoms. Actually, you know what? I should just stop putting the blame on other people. I know I'm just going to be yapping my ass off and not paying as much attention to the game as I should. That is why I do not trust myself. How to join? There's a code here. You can pop this code in and join. Otherwise, if you add me as a friend using the code that is in the pinned chat, then I can invite you. I'm going to Shaky Dealer Bot someday. I mean, the Dealer Bot is going to be taken to a nice farm upstate at some point whenever we retire it in favor of Firebot, which I will do definitely, maybe, kind of someday. I need to learn Lua. Simple, for some reason, kind of hard for me to learn. Any advice? Learn C# first, then C, Java, a bit of C++. I've never learned Lua myself, so I'm not really sure. I'm not sure what advice I can give. In general, I guess if you've learned other languages before and you had decent success with them, then I guess use the same strategies that you use there. Read the documentation, look at some online guides, and go from there. And Vi, welcome in. How you doing? Use code to join? Yeah, there's a code right here. I can post this in chat. You guys can copy it from there, or even click the link. I forgot that it gives you a link. Oh, there you go. You got in. Nice. All right, we're ready to go. We baller. Ugh. Let me just crack my back. Let me unshrimp myself for a second. Oh, fuck. I forgot to turn off the stupid split. Ah, this is fine. Everything's fine. Oh, what would be funny? What would be a funny tower to put down? What tower have I not used in ages? Oh. Oh, did you disconnect, T? No. Hurry back. Lickety split. You can do it. Oh, no. Where are you going to put Sorter? Ah. It is unfortunate. Oh, who do we put down? Actually, you know what? Let's use Wizard Monkey. I'll go Archmage. Same as you do in your dreams. On your face. Hey, hang on a minute. Calm down there, ISAB. Calm down. Stick to the bases then. Yeah. Like, just, you can look up guides, I guess. Some languages can be quite strange if you are used to others. Like, you've mentioned the C family of languages there. C, C++, Java. That's mostly what I'm familiar with as well. Like, my main stack is Java and JavaScript. But then I'm also familiar with a little bit of C, C++, C#. What else? Go. And they're all C family languages. I learned a little bit of Python, but Python's super easy to pick up, so I feel like that doesn't really count if you're talking about what languages you are actually good at. Like, putting you last is probably like slightly better. Yeah, it does the job. Oh, what else was I going to say? Yeah, Python's just really easy to learn, so it's probably not a great example of learning a language that is not using a similar syntax to others, you know. I want to learn Rust, though. I considered, it's funny, Justin, you're talking about doing a C++ or C learning stream. I was considering doing a stream where I just learn Rust. I am so sick of hearing everybody shill Rust. Everyone is out here being like, oh my god, Rust is the next C. You learn Rust now, you're going to be set for the next 50, 100 years. It's going to be the next big language. And look, they may be right. I am increasingly being convinced, especially by the fact that it's making its way into the Linux kernel. I feel like that is perhaps the single biggest thing you can say to glaze Rust. It actually convinced the fucking maintainers of the Linux kernel to permit it in, which is nuts. Like, there was, yes, a lot of backlash if you're in, you know, I guess if you're in the Linux community. If you follow the Linux drama, it was massive backlash. And a lot of people complained. Some people fucking stepped down over it. But they were just being fucking tools. They're old people who have one way of doing things and adamantly refuse to even entertain literally anything else. They're just like man children. Very talented at their job, but holy fuck, do they just absolutely refuse to do anything that would, I don't know, require them to learn new skills. Chat has calmed down a bit for now, but is on average more active than some 400 plus people streams. Meth, not even once. Oh my god, we're out here making jokes about meth. That is literally what I take for my ADHD. Legal meth, guys, it's legal, it's legal. It is medically assigned. It is actually fine. But yeah, no, my chat does sometimes get quite active, and I do like that. I've got a very dedicated community, I would say. And I think as a person as a streamer who engages a lot with chat, that does encourage a lot of people to chat as well. I'm not the kind of person who will just sit here playing games and ignore chat, so people who actually like want to chat with a streamer will probably gravitate towards my stream because I try my hardest to read and respond to every chat. How many gigabytes does it take to download a motherboard? Good question. Oh no, it's funny, we were joking about downloading RAM earlier. I literally saw someone who figured out how to download RAM. It was the single dumbest thing of my fucking life, but also the most genius. It was genius and stupid at the same time. So basically what they did was they got cloud storage through like Google or something, and then they set up the cloud drive as RAM swap storage. So it was virtual RAM. It's just, they're using a cloud drive as RAM, and it's genius because it's like, oh my god, he did it. He downloaded RAM. But it is impossibly stupid because the latency would be measured in, like, at the best, hundreds of milliseconds, or maybe tens of milliseconds, hundreds of milliseconds, potentially even full seconds. Whereas, like, for a regular RAM, it is measured in, I believe, like, single microseconds or something. So it would be impossibly horrifically inefficient. It would be slow as fuck, but goddamn was it funny that someone is just like, I did it, I downloaded RAM. Chat has come down. My problem is that since C and family are complex, specifically the father C, similar languages throw me a bit. Well, the interesting thing is C is not a complex language. And that's not me being elitist or anything. I'm not actually very familiar with C. But C is a small language. C does not do much. It is a low-level language. It requires you to understand memory management and a lot of computer fundamentals like the heap, the stack, pointers, freeing memory, etc. But C itself is very small. It is possible to understand everything about C. That is not really something you can do with a lot of modern languages that are 100 or 1,000 times bigger. And that is one of the more interesting things about it. It is very simple. It is very old. It does require a lot of computing knowledge. It can be extremely complicated, but that is not because of the language itself. That is because computers are complicated. Expecting something complicated like learning memory management, it's like, nah, all of this is already fixed. Yes, for that extent, it is true for a lot of modern languages. A lot of languages do have garbage collection, like Java. I learned C++ as my first real programming language. So when I swapped to Java, it was like, oh, holy fuck. This is drastically easier. This is insane. What do we go for here? I think we go Fireball, right? Yeah, go Fireball, Wall of Fire. Boom. Tried to stream today. I realized I have 45 subs, not 50. I thought the app wasn't working. We just didn't meet sub requirements. You have tips to get 5 subs? Is this for... Why do you need subs to stream? I'm confused. Is this like a YouTube thing? I don't even think that, because I had less than 50 subs when I started multi-streaming to YouTube. Do I even have more than 50 subs right now? I don't know what my fucking YouTube's at. I don't post shit on there, so it doesn't really grow. No, I'm at 68 right now. I'll eventually start posting more on YouTube. It's, I don't know, like I'm sort of planning a massive, like, not really rebrand, a sort of massive pivot in the channel sometime in the near future. It's going to be sort of like Wazzy 2.0. It's going to coincide with the new model. Like I'm working on new chat rules. I'm working on, obviously I'll get the new model eventually. I want to actually hire an editor, start posting frequently to YouTube, both shorts and long form content. And overall just kind of really kick into gear and start saying, fuck it, if I want to hit partner, this is going to be it. And that'll come probably when I've settled into my new job, when I'm in a good spot financially and really have the mental energy to go all in. How many gigabytes does it take to download? If it's yours, then the size is going to be in petabytes. Nerdy Linux T, Necron. There is so much fucking T in Linux. It is stupid. You would not think that a goddamn open source firmware would have the amount of drama that it does, but it fucking does. Like people adding Rust into the Linux kernel, people writing code in something that was not literally just C, was so fucking scandalous that people quit. Long-term contributors to the kernel stepped down or outright quit. Despite the fact that Linus Torvalds himself, head of the project, creator of Linux, the man of Linux, the face, the namesake of Linux, said it was all good. He was just like, yeah, I think it's good. But other people were just like, nah, fuck that shit, fuck you. You need 50 YouTube subs and to verify it. Really? I did not think I had, maybe I did have 50 subs actually. Maybe I did have 50 subs when I started. I don't have tips, unfortunately. I grew my YouTube channel initially by just posting shorts. I had an editor who made some cool shorts for me, and I obviously had my pretty established YouTube community. I had, I think, about 1,000 followers, 1,000 followers on Twitch before I started doing anything on YouTube. So I was like posting my shorts, a bunch of people went over there and followed me, and that got there pretty quick. Again, if you wanted to, you could go join my Discord, !Discord, I'll do that for you. You could go drop a link in the self-promo channel if you would like. I will give you a follow at least, and then some other good people in the community may as well. You bypass that with the third-party streaming software, which you should use either way. It's just OBS if you are on a computer. Oh, really? Yeah, like, what else do you be... Can you stream directly from YouTube? That'd be really weird. Like, I stream through OBS. I'm trying using Streamlabs on mobile and it has errors. Same with every app. I think it's because of my lack of 50 subs. I use Discord, no stress. That's right. But yeah. I don't know if I did have 30 or 50 followers. I guess I might have before I started streaming, but that's weird. Yeah, I didn't know that there was any kind of actual requirement. Didn't know that there were a minimum. Yeah, we do be getting this. See, this is one of the reasons I like Bloons. It really just lets you tick so many boxes. You can be playing with your community, so people get involved. People just like to watch the popping and stuff. It's very satisfying. And then I can just focus on chat and I can yap with you guys as well. It's very nice. Because I'm in a GC with me, like his friends and his friends, brother, send a lot of... Ah, I see. Yeah, some people can be kind of fucked up. I feel like that is most of the internet. When I was 13, I didn't like that it didn't blur anything. Yeah, it does definitely have some problems with showing not safe for work content. Always afraid of using self-promo channels because I feel like a selfish asshole. I get that 100%. I don't use other people's self-promo channels because I just feel awkward about it. But at the same time, I encourage people to use mine because that's what it's there for. It exists because people in my community are cool, and I feel like you guys deserve to be able to showcase yourselves. I'm putting you down here now. I feel like that's going to be a little better. Almost got enough for Arcane Spike, and that's going to be a huge power spike. Just over 500 off. But yeah, like if you're in here, if any of my homies are in here and you guys stream, just use the self-promo channel. There is no shame at all. It is there so that you guys can share when you go live. Hell, even if you don't want to use that, if you have your Discord set up to go into streamer mode whenever you go live, then the bot will actually just automatically give you a shout out. There we go. Yeah, the bot literally just monitors for people who go live by checking if they are live through the streamer mode on Discord, and it will shout you out when you do go live. It's a neat little thing. So to that end, I guess, you can still use self-promo to post when you go live, but it also is, I guess, there for if you've got like a YouTube, if you've got some kind of other stuff, TikTok perhaps. There's lots of different platforms you could be vibing on. You can go share whatever you've done there. Post your latest YouTube video, post your latest TikTok. Maybe you're doing a giveaway or doing something on X or Blue Sky. I said X instead of Twitter. Kill me now, please. Yeah, we've got this. Things were a little dicey there for a little bit, but now at least I've got the 420 wizard. Yeah, he said X. Yeah, that's it. I'm cooked, guys. I'm cooked. It's over. So, all right, Justin. All right, that's a little too far. I mean, I will just remove that one because that is probably a little too far. I think my wall of fire should be catching both of them now, right? It should be catching both lanes. I'm pretty sure you could just put it slightly off center and it's all good. Someone asking for money? P4 asking for the money. I love how player 4 is the farmer here. Player 3 letting the team down. And then player 3 is doing some farming as well. Oh, just looked at my second monitor to see that. I gotcha. I got it already. It's all good. Fortunately, I'm playing a game that is very chill, so I can be a little more on point with chat. Think for the lurk side. Yeah, we are pretty solid right now. And so we've got a factory as well. Let's see if I can print Hello World in C. I'll tell you what, I do not actually know how to do that. That is also because I've not written C in 5 years, perhaps? I think it's been about 5 years since I last wrote C. I can do it in Java. Could do it in JavaScript. Could probably do it in Go. Although I'm not that familiar with Go these days. Oh, fuck! Bro, how did this happen? How could this happen to me? Yeah, I'm sorry about the map split. You saw the message? It's alright, I got it. We need a little bit more here. Whoa. Did we get more defenses, or have we just sent it again? I do not think we got more defenses. Oh, no, we did. Never mind. Check if your Wi-Fi isn't on fire. It ain't looking good. My code file is fucked. What have you done now? How do you fuck a code file that you have not touched? Oh, why don't I alk you? I'll just alk my boy. That'll be a significant boost. I'll put you here. Give you stronger stim with perishing potions. Should be all good. Python file called... Alright. Why do you do this, Justin? Honestly, though, I was gonna say I've seen worse. I've seen some very interesting files before. I was at one point checking the test files for something we had in production. So like, this is all the test data that was being sent to verify that everything works, just the automated tests. And it had, oh my god, it had things like fart, or I think it was like fart and piss and things like that in the test files. I'm just like, did a fucking 5-year-old write this shit? Why is this committed to our code base? Did no one review this and say, don't be a fucking toddler in our test files? And I'm just like, I'm going to delete this because fucking hell, this does not have any place in the production code base for a banking application. It was horrible. What's the worst spaghetti code you've ever seen someone make? Oh, you get me. This is the good stuff. I have so much shit, man. I have seen so much horrible fucking spaghetti. It is insanity. Oh my fucking god, where do I start? Okay, no, I have a clear answer. I have a clear winner because it is that fucking bad. I don't even know if this actually counts because this was not like it was not like someone wrote this code and it was really poorly written. It was someone who changed our entire code base. Changed every single line in our entire code base. You might be thinking to yourself, why the ever-living fuck would a human being change an entire code base? How big was this code base? Was this just 5 lines? No, this was tens of thousands of lines. Every file, every line of every file had been changed by this one commit from one developer. And I found out about this through my manager because she sent me a screenshot of the Git comparison and it had like all the files changed. It had like 10,000, like several tens of thousands of lines deleted, tens of thousands of lines added, which basically translates to all of those were changed because that's just how Git works. It was not that you deleted 10,000, added a new 10,000. It was just that 10,000 were changed. So she sent me a screenshot of the comparison. She's like, what the fuck? And then I respond, what the fuck? And then she goes through it. She's like, oh, this guy, we're gonna call him John because I don't want to use his real name. We're gonna call him John. John has changed every single line ending in the entire code base from Linux style to Windows style. If you're not familiar with, oh, I got money. I can't afford my Archmage yet though. So if you're not familiar with the difference between them, there is basically an invisible character. If you ever hit enter on your computer to start a new line, there is an invisible character there that tells your computer that it's a new line. And on Windows, on Linux, this is backslash n. It's denoted usually by like \n or something like that. There is an actual UTC, is it? Not UTC, that's the timestamp. Oh my god, there's an actual character code for it. I don't know what it is, but it's different on Windows compared to Linux. And you know why this is? Well, the answer is Microsoft are dicks and it's really wanted to be different to Mac and Linux. But that's a different story. This means that code written on Windows will attempt to fix this, although most modern code editors will be able to interpret both, so it doesn't matter. But the problem here is no one was developing on Windows. Our local solution, the thing that allows us to run a sample application on our local computer just to test things, that does not work on Windows. So as a result, every single developer is supposed to be on... every single developer is supposed to be using... hang on. Are we good here? Perhaps not. Every single developer is supposed to be using either Linux or Mac, because those are the only ones that support our local test environment. So why in God's name we had changes being made that were... give me a second, guys. Give me a second to actually lock in here. If I sell this, I think I have enough, right? Oh, I'm 25 short. Oops, I slowed it down. This means, like, if you're running on Windows, you wouldn't be able to test anything. But no one was running on Windows, right? Right. Anyway, it turns out John was running on Windows. This explains a lot, because John, I do not think, ever published a code change that actually worked. And it turns out that was because he was never testing his changes. The man was just publishing every change he ever made without actually verifying they worked. He was setting this off for code review, and of course, every person who did the code review would say, bro, the change doesn't work. What the fuck? Did you test this? So yeah, he's literally just been running a completely untested... He's been not testing any of his changes the entire time. And we found out it's because he was on Windows. And we found out it was on Windows because I guess in his infinite wisdom, he decided he would change every line ending in the entire application to use Windows style instead of Linux. And it was half the fact that he decided somehow that it was okay to raise a change request that changed every file. He did not see anything wrong with that. And partially because it was how he outed himself for never having tested any of his changes. But it will forever be remembered by me as the single dumbest thing I've ever seen in any code base. I don't know if that counts as spaghetti code, but if it's a general like horror story, tech horror stories, then that is probably number one. Number two would be the guy who took down our entire user acceptance testing environment. The environment we shared with our client to get them to test changes before we push them to production. We had a guy who literally just nuked the entire thing out of incompetence. Set us back months. Probably the single most damaging change I've ever seen. The only reason it's not my number one story is because it was just, I don't know. It was him basically just being incompetent and lazy as opposed to doing something that is truly impossibly stupid. Was he on Bloons? I am on Bloons. Hello, Bloons Ranked. It's good to see you again, my man. What is \n in Linux, by the way? \n, I believe, is new line. I believe on Windows, it's like \c something something. Windows line end. There's like CR. It is CR, yes. CR, L, and LF. Or, I don't know. Yeah, it's CR on Windows, it seems. My Wi-Fi fucked off. RIP. It'd be like that sometimes. I forgot how to print something in C. I'm washed. If you don't train a skill, then you will forget it. Like, I absolutely, even in the few months that I've not been working, have forgotten a good chunk about JavaScript. Printf and scanf to get input from user. What do you think about macOS? Mac is what I generally use for development. The past two companies I worked for and this company that I'm about to start work for, they use Mac as their primary development tool. And honestly, I think it is probably arguably the best thing to be doing development on. I think Windows sucks for development for a whole host of reasons, but Mac is good because it's generally easy to use. Like, as much as I want to trash talk it, as much as I want to say I hate Apple, because I do, macOS is just really easy to use. It's easy to use, it's stable, and there is just very little chance that you're going to brick your entire system. And all of those are things that just make it very nice to work with in a professional environment. It's also pretty customizable, and more importantly, it supports like Bash. It is like Unix based. It is Unix certified, which gives you so much power through the terminal. I really appreciate it for that as well. Like, I'd love to use Linux, but I feel like Linux is not as stable. It's possible to like brick your computer using Linux. And even though that is very rare to happen unless you're incompetent, it is still something that can happen and has happened to me before, even though I didn't actually fuck anything up. It was actually not my fault. And two, it is just something that you don't want to even have developers have the potential to do in the first place. I think macOS, it leans a bit more towards putting guardrails on. It doesn't let you do literally anything you want, but it gives you a fair bit more freedom than Windows does, and I appreciate it for that. Do you remember how to print in Python? But it's fucking Python? Yeah, Python is something else. I mean, JavaScript is literally just console.log, and then what you want to log out. You don't even have to make a new line. Yeah, that is true. Windows are the only ones that want to be the different ones. They're kids. Kids do the opposite of how they're told. Yeah, I mean, that is the Microsoft way. They've gotten much better recently, and things like is old as fuck now, but the introduction of like the Linux subsystem for Windows, that was really cool. That's a good step in the right direction. But it's just a sign of the times when they wanted to have a monopoly. They wanted to have a walled garden where everything had to function with it and could not function outside of it, just to make it so that they were the only possible thing to use. And again, they're getting better at it. Like, the fact that a lot of developers do enjoy using Microsoft products, particularly their cloud platform, is a great sign of how they have really modernized and made themselves developer friendly instead of trying to be actively hostile to keep a monopoly. Android way better than iPhone. I don't know how I feel about that. For context, I am an Android user. I do like Android. I think Android phones tend to be better in terms of just the like the hardware, for example. You get better price and you get better performance for that price. iPhones themselves are very overpriced. They look cool, I will give them that. And I think the iOS system is better than Android, but I think that everything else about iPhones tends to be worse, except the camera. iOS really sells itself. iPhones really sell themselves on iOS, in my opinion. It is the only thing that would ever make me go back to iOS unless they actually stepped up their hardware in some kind of insane way to be competitive. Not just with the flagship phones for Samsung and Google, but also to be at a good price point. And I don't think that'll ever happen because Apple market themselves on being more and more of a luxury brand. They're not selling themselves as the best value for money on the market. They're selling themselves on the fact that you have a symbol of a bitten apple on your phone. Is posting a YouTube link in here allowed or no? I thought the answer was no, but Sean posted a link earlier and it didn't get banned. It didn't get timed out, so I guess so. I might have whitelisted YouTube. Oh, yes, I did. I whitelisted YouTube. I forgot about that. I should unwhitelist YouTube. I had it whitelisted because people were posting song requests at one point. But the fact that people can just post whatever they want is, potentially problematic. But for now, yes, it is allowed. Nightbot won't yell at you for it. iPhones aren't bad. I just want nothing to do with Apple. Yeah, that is valid. They're a horrible company. They are extremely anti-user. They have really, really poor repair laws. They are being dragged kicking and screaming into the future by the European Union. They have been declared multiple times to have an unfair monopoly. And recently they lost their lawsuit against Epic again. Because Epic sued them being like, hey, your app store and your fees and the fact you don't let people pay outside the app store is an unfair monopoly. And the court is just like, yes, that is true. We agree with this. Don't do this shit. You have to allow people to pay outside the app store and you aren't allowed to stop people or punish devs for doing it. So Apple said, all right, fine. We're going to let people have one link to pay outside. We're going to put restrictions on how big the font can be. It can only be a link or a button. You cannot have both in your application. And if you violate any of these rules in any way, we will ban you from the App Store. They did all this dumb shit. Oh, and they had a link. They had a massive pop-up that basically warns users they're about to get scammed. There's like, well, we cannot verify this is good. You might be about to get scammed. We really recommend you don't purchase anything outside the App Store. So they did all this stuff, which is not complying with the spirit of the law at all. So Epic brought the case again. They're like, yo, they're doing this shit again. This is fucked up. Apple's like, nah, we complied, blah, blah, blah. This is how we interpreted the law. And the judge was fucking fuming. The judge explicitly just calls them out. It just says, yeah, no, you did not do this in good faith. There we go, we lost. You don't do this in good faith. This was very clearly done in spite of our laws. This was malicious. This was an attempt to not comply with the word of the law. And they are now, I think they're eating like a fat fine for it, which is great. Apple deserve it. They're a horrible company. I wish they were better because just fuck Apple, period. There's so many things wrong with them. I just wish it wasn't Apple developing the iPhone because iOS is really fucking good. I would love iOS on, I guess, an Android phone. I may be buying an iPhone in the future just to be used as a camera because they have AR kit tracking, which is really good for VTubing. It allows you to track face movements that nothing else can. Things like sticking out tongues, puffing your cheeks up. These are all things that cannot be caught by normal webcams. It's like only on iPhone, which is nuts to me. Like, how the fuck do they have one of the best camera systems in the world and you have to have a phone to use it? Like, people literally hook their phones up to their computers for the sake of doing this. Pixel has a better camera, in my opinion. So the funny thing is, the Pixel camera is not objectively better hardware-wise. They just have very good software to make it work better. BD6 now has an outside app store now. Yeah, because of the ruling of the law, because of the ruling of the courts, Apple cannot in any way stop developers from getting people to pay off platform now, which is really good. Send link in. I'll send link to you in Whisper. I just can't send. Phone number attached to an account, and I don't know what Twitch username it's on. Fair enough. Back to vampire stuff. We spotted. Enjoy Necron. Thank you for the lurk. Definitely a song that no songs that are not TOS friendly. Yeah, it was. We do not do song requests anymore for a reason. Fortunately, we did not get any song requests that were just completely TOS unfriendly, but we got a lot of songs that were basically Toad covering Frank Sinatra. Toad is the fucking throat goat. I will give him that. Toad can hit notes that are insane. Whoever covered that shit, because it was not AI, they were actually like an actual guy covering it. Whoever covered that shit, Jesus fuck, please get some Strepsil, get some throat spray. Oh my God, I physically felt pain, not from the songs, but from just knowing that this guy has ruined his throat for these memes. Optimized apps a lot better on iOS, perhaps. One thing that will give Apple actually is that, oh, invite please, yeah. One thing I'll give Apple is that developing apps for iOS is really good because they use Swift as a language, and I fucking love Swift. Swift is such a fun language. Igor, invite. Where's Maury? Maury, come play with us. Maury, if you're listening, come play. That may or may not have been my fault. It was a bunch of people. It was not just you, Grass. A lot of people were queuing it. And it was not just Toad. It was a lot of other songs. There was the Steve Trap remix that people kept adding back into the queue whenever it was gone. And look, it was funny. I will not say that it was a horrible stream. It was funny. But then it was like the second stream that I enabled song requests. It was more Toad the Throat Goat. It was I Am Steve remixed fucking 300 times. It was just all this kind of stuff. So I eventually just turned it off. Send in chat and you delete if it's not okay. It's just my channel. Yeah, that's all good. That's all good. Like, you will not get in trouble for posting links. Nightbot will not yell at you for it. And I'm gonna use Churchill. Have you ever gotten a ticket? A ticket like a speeding ticket? If so, then yes, I have gotten speeding tickets before. I claim this spot. This spot here is Churchill. No one take my spot. Actually, I'm putting down a dart monkey to claim the spot. I will delete you later. Alright, there you go. I'll give you a follow. Normally I say don't post links and stuff, but I did say it was okay this time. I'll drop you a follow. You seem cool. And I'm like, we have a promotion channel in Discord anyway. If you can't make Discord, that's fair enough. I wouldn't want someone to feel punished just because they are making a choice not to use a platform. Like, that is something I personally respect. Like, there are very few social medias that I use, and the social media sites that I use exclusively for my my brand. It's like, I don't use Facebook personally. I don't use TikTok or Twitter personally. I don't use Threads or Instagram or any of that kind of stuff. I use Discord because it's a great way to keep up with friends. I have concerns, of course, around the fact it's proprietary software, around potential data collection, and eventually what's going to happen whenever they get sold off, because that is going to be their exit strategy eventually. Why is it stuck on... Why is it stuck on Igor loading? Why is it not timed out? What is going on? I only got back a week or two ago, so I'll post more videos soon. Yeah, that's all good. I'll keep an eye out. I've subbed on my main channel here, so I may not actually see the videos because I don't actually watch videos on my main channel. Not stuck here? Oh, interesting. I'm good for me. I'm confused for me. Everything's good. Yeah, that is strange. Want me to hit start? Yeah, hit start and see if that fixes it. Hopefully it fixes it. Okay, so it's going, but it still thinks Igor is loading. This is fantastic. If I quit, I can rejoin, right? I think. I'm not used to playing multiplayer, but I may have to quit because it is just frozen. I can't place anything. This is annoying. I don't think it's going to resolve itself either. End of round didn't fix it. Starting didn't fix it. So I will... Actually, Igor, could you quit and rejoin? See if that fixes it, perhaps. I'd rather not quit myself just because I'm the host. I don't know what that will do. I'm going to have to go now, but good talking. Yeah, good talking to you, Chom. Okay, there we go. That did fix it. It's good to see you again. I'll catch you around if I ever play Bloons again. I use Twitter to retweet game news and to post my food. I should also use it to promote myself. My Twitter is in Spanish, so it would be a bit weird. Yeah, I guess I've never personally had issues with being multilingual because I am not multilingual. But I could see that being a problem, yeah. How to rejoin? You should be able to rejoin, I'm pretty sure. Like, if you... Maybe it only works if you disconnect. If you get disconnected rather than leave yourself. I'm not sure. If you can't, then well, maybe we restart. If you can't get back in, then we'll probably restart. I'm playing games with my dad now, so I gotta go. No stress. Wazzy, are you Australianese? Yes. I'll tune in next stream. See you later, guys. It's nice meeting you, T. I probably won't be on Bloons next stream, but you're more than welcome to tune in regardless. I don't even know what next stream will be. God, yeah, I don't know. It will be tomorrow. I can tell you the time, but I don't know exactly what I'll play. I've kind of been confused on games at the moment. I'm in a bit of a limbo state. I think I can't. All right. Well, I will. Can we? Okay, we might just play this one through and then host one more after that, and you can get back in then, I think. Rather than just quit and have everyone rejoin again. Bloons? Indeed, Josh. We're blooning. Explode. Is that a Twitch Global emote? Speaking of me, my friends are arguing last year. What do you call a person from Hong Kong? Hong Kongese? I know there is a very incorrect way to describe them. There is only one answer that is going to piss off everyone in Hong Kong. My personal favorite is Hong Konger. You call them King. They are King Kong. Have a good day, Wazzy. Good. Hey, everyone. Yeah, you have a good day too, T. Did you finish Inscription? Not yet. No, I am close, so that is half on the list of things I might play. It's sort of hard to decide because I don't want to start a new game because, number one, Elden Ring Night Rain is coming out at the end of the month. Number two, my schedule is going to be spotty once I start work, especially because I'm going to be gone for the whole week of the 18th. And then, like, number three, I don't want to start... I think I was just saying I don't want to start a game. I don't know. I just don't know what to do. They're the main things. Spotty schedule and not a lot of time before I have another main game that I will be starting. I was thinking about doing something like an Elden Ring challenge run, just in preparation. I thought it could be nice to warm up again and get some people who are interested in Souls games to find the stream before we go into the new big game that's coming out. It's something I usually do, but I'm not really going to even have time to complete something like that. Hi, hello, Der Sigma. It's nice to meet you. Hope you're having a good day. I can't wait to play Night Rain with you. Oh, for real. It's going to be so fucking good. I'm going to play it with the homies, and then if I do end up becoming cripplingly addicted, I will probably be like open lobbies, maybe even collabing with other streamers. It was something I wanted to do with Monster Hunter Wilds, but I just never really could because I had so many technical troubles with it. Between it just crashing my stream, and even when it didn't crash, just running like absolute dog shit, I never really felt like I could play it with other people. It didn't feel like a game where I wanted to go meet new people and collab and stuff. I do know a couple of people who are really big in the Souls community though, so there's a chance I might be able to do some like really fat collabs if they are open to it. Like I'm friends with a partner who has a lot of connections, so I may like get in contact with them and see if we can play and do some cool cross promo. I say cross promo as if they're getting anything out of it. It would be entirely me just getting attention from their 200 plus follower chat. But it would be very, very cool. And they're a cool person regardless. I don't want to name names yet. But yeah, I know some cool people who play Souls games. And in general, if I get really into it, then I don't know, it'll probably be a good thing to like post on YouTube. We can get some like sick runs going. I think it'd be a very YouTube-y kind of game, if that makes any sense at all. Please, 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 please. Fuck, dude. God fucking damn it. You know what? This is on me. This is on me for not placing anything else down. I blame myself. I have no one to blame but myself. This is what happens. I get too into the yapping. I'm busy just talking with you guys, and then I completely forget that I could be putting down other towers. Dang, yeah, that's alright though. We got the money. We got the monkey money. I was gonna say I have nothing better to spend it on, but I don't have the new skin for Rosalia. I wasted all my money doing contested territories. I had like 30,000 monkey money, and I spent it all over about a month just doing retries, going for high scores. Bit of a waste. Did you see who Fire Giant is in my randomizer? I did not, Grass. Who is it? You have no choice. You are playing with me? No, you have no choice. You're playing with me. Uno reverse. Hitting him with the Wazika Uno. Gotcha. Next call, I'm going to show you something that I don't know why I bought. Alright, based. I will see. Wazira Reflex, my man. It's good to see you. How's it going? Wasteful sloth? Indeed. I'm a very wasteful sloth. I can't help it. I'm just out here burning money. Imagine playing with Wazzy? Real. Getting off near, who then turns into Placida Sax. Bro is so sick of being the punching bag, the laughing stock. He's just like, fuck this shit. Turns into a motherfucking dragon. I'm good. How about you? I'm doing good as well. I'm doing quite good, in fact, tonight. I was saying earlier that I've been having a little bit of problems with my chronic fatigue lately, but potentially getting, I don't know, somewhere with that. Potentially improving, which is very good. I found Phase 1 Melania. Oh god, where? I was about to say, can you guys hear that? But it looks like my mic was not picking up on my washing machine in the background. Cheers. Thank you for the cheese, Josh. Try overclock on Churchill. It's good. I will. I'm going to be ultra boosting Churchill. Maybe not ultra boosting. I'm going to be just like stacking all of my boosts on Churchill this game. Churchill is my carry. Commander Nile Castle. That's not too bad then. That is at least like in the consecrated snowfields. Oh, Sigma, thank you for the follow as well. Welcome in. Yeah, like that could definitely be worse. Could definitely be far worse. No, it's in mountaintops. Oh, you are so right. You're so right. It's where you get the thing to go to the consecrated snowfield. You get half of the medallion. That is right. Still not the worst. Washing machine, such a luxury. Wait, really? That's a luxury? Oh, then if we're out here flexing our wealth, I have a dryer as well. You know how happy I am that I beat that goddamn sunflower? Damn. Grass is happy that he beat Sunflower. What did Sunflower do to you? I'm telling Sunflower Berry that you are happy that you beat her. Alright, how are we going? We can start saving up for Ultra Boost. Or at least Overclock. Put you like... What do I want to do here? Do I want to go... I don't really need mid-path, do I? I could go Monkey Business, Monkey Commerce. I think that is worth it, right? Is it worth it for top path? For, not top path, middle path? It's tier 3 or lower though, isn't it? Huh. Yeah, okay, so probably not worth it unless I buy a lot more stuff. It would have been good to get before I went for the, this guy, but unfortunately no. No, not Sunflower Berry, the Skeletree avatar. Yeah, I know. I gotta fuck with you every time. Every time you say Sunflower, I'm bringing her up. Never had one. I always had to wash the dishes by hand. Mainly do the space. I'm talking about a clothes washing machine for clothes. I do also have a dishwasher for dishes. I do have a dishwasher as well as a clothes washer. I never beat Sunflower. She's too strong. That is real. I'm terrified of Sunflower. Sunflower keeps saying that when she sees me, she's going to beat my ass, and I'm terrified. I'm going to actually like curl up into a ball. The amount of my friends who have threatened violence against me is staggering. Like, Sunflower has threatened to kick my ass. Skunk has threatened to kick my ass. Nat has threatened to kick my ass. Oh, who else is there? There are more. I'm certain there are far more. Reverie has threatened all kinds of violence against me. I've threatened it once, I think. Yeah, but that's kind of... That's different because, like, you're a guy. I'm talking specifically about, like, all these girls. Like, I've met Grass IRL. He could snap me in half. Man, he's built. Man had to turn sideways to walk through my doors because his shoulders were that broad. He had to crab walk through them. Otherwise, he just would have been unable to move. He would have just, like, banged into them. He probably would have ended up shattering the door frames. He would have just, like, walked through them. Like they do in the movies. My brain stopped working there for a second. My brain never started working, so I understand. It's all my overseas friends that continue to threaten my life. And it's really funny that all these people who I've never met, who talk all the time about wanting to meet me, also frequently alternate between, I want to meet you, Wazzy, and I'm going to kick your ass. Dude, are you schizophrenic? Gross, shut up. I'm glazing you here. I'm glazing you. Shut up. Shut up. How do I delete a mod's message? Delete. Come on, man. I'm out here really... I'm giving you a good name in front of the community. Bro, this music goes so hard. I fucking love this playlist. Do these guys do anything else? No band stream. The Spirit Within. I haven't listened to this album. I wonder what this is like. Do you guys want to change music to try out something else? Or are we vibing the lo-fi beats at the moment? Don't lie to everyone. I mean, even a friend, if you don't want to kick the ass out of your friend. Actually, so true. You've got a fantastic point there. At this point, I do think it would be quicker to make a list of my friends who have not threatened to kick my ass than to list the ones that have. Who has not threatened to kick my ass? Maury has not threatened to kick my ass. That's a good start. I don't think Serial has. Serial hasn't threatened either. That's a plus. Has Sin, actually. I feel like Sin is not the kind of guy that would, but for some reason, in my head, I can hear him saying, I'm going to kick your ass. But that might have been something he said to someone else, not to me. Envy has not. There we go. Envy has not threatened to kick my ass yet. That's a plus. And I don't know. Yeah, everyone else has basically done it, pretty much. It's just like a rite of passage at this point. If you're my friend, you've threatened to kick my ass. And middle path. Yeah, that's the keyword. Exactly. Yeah, we should go back to the tier list. I want to see what else is going on the tier list. Maybe I can even share it. We can look over it with you guys. I'm going to download this BGD6 tier list 48. Here we go. That meme that I shared earlier, I'm going to reuse that image and bring it up here. Reuse that image source and boom. How big do we want it and where do we want it? I feel like this is kind of good, right? Can you guys see that? Is that visible enough? Do we need to make it bigger? I don't know how big we can make this without it interrupting gameplay and getting in the way. But I don't know. Most of this seems pretty standard to me. Heroes are all looking pretty good. Rosalia's really high, actually. I guess she really did get mega buffed. Because she was way down the bottom last time. A bit bigger? Alright. Make it a little bit bigger. I might move it as well, so you guys can see where the actual action is. Maybe something like this. Or, I moved my chat again. Fuck, I moved my chat. There we go. That's like a little bit bigger. Maybe a little bit bigger again. Maybe something like that'll do. Anyway, yeah. I feel like the tier list is looking pretty straightforward. Not that much has changed, actually, which makes me feel a bit better. Megalodon is still good. Powakai is still good. Permaspike is back in S-. I feel like that was not S- last time. Permaspike actually rising back to the top. Like, it's always been good, but I feel like it was like A tier last time I checked. It was A or A-. It was all the way back up in S-, which is pretty cracked. Bloons Sabo, always good. Overclock. I feel like that's moved up like a tier or something. I don't remember it being that good last time. My press is always good. What is that? That's top path bomb? No, it's Bob Path. So what, is that recursive cluster then that is good? Surely it can't be Bomb Blitz. Bomb Blitz is shit in chimps. Gonna make myself some food, but I'm way lazy. Valid. Where's Spike Factory Paragon? This is a chimps tier list. So it is for towers that can be made in chimps. You obviously cannot make, or like, you can't make it before round 100 in chimps, at least. You can't make any paragons before round 100. So this is only the viability of towers in chimps, particularly expert chimps. I'm sure there's an entirely separate tier list for bossing events and such. I don't know where it ranks there. I am terrible at bossing. I don't follow the meta for that at all. I was going to get into it at one point, but then I was lazy, and then I didn't. I don't know, like, I was doing a bit of least cash and least tiers for a while when I was doing, contested territories. That was a lot of fun. But then I was pretty shit at bossing and really omega shit at racing. I'm so fucking bad at racing, I don't even try anymore. Also, we got ads starting just under 30 seconds, everyone. They run for 3 minutes, so you get another hour of gameplay afterwards. Stick around to have a stretch, grab something to eat, grab something to drink. I'll catch you on the other side. Is this the last game of Ninja Kiwi? Have they made a new one? They are still developing stuff. They have a lot of live service games. They have Bloons TD6, obviously. They released a DLC for this recently called Rogue Legends. So that is like roguelike BTD6. It's virtually a whole new game mode within BTD6. So I don't know if that counts as a game, if it's DLC. They've got Bloons TD Battles too. That's another one. They've got the card game, the Bloons card game thing. They've got a few things going on, but this is by far the biggest. Nothing else really succeeds. I'm also asked, yeah, it is a very deep game with so much fucking ability. I'm just like, I know nothing. I can do I got a few black border on expert. No, not expert, sorry. God, no. I got a few advanced black borders, and I feel good about that. I'm proud to say that I've black bordered over half of the expert maps. Advanced maps, like I keep Freudian slipping. I'm proud to say I've black bordered over half the advanced maps, but that's about it. But also, when people come in the Bloons community and say they are arse at the game, I then go and look them up, and it turns out they are like a top 5 bosser or something. There's a point where I had someone who used to be the #1 boss player in the game in my chat saying he was shit at the game. And I didn't recognize him because I don't know people by name. I know people like ISAB, obviously. ISAB. Chom was actually, I think, the first person who I've recognized who came into my chat. So that was cool. The first time Chom came in, I'm just like, wait a fucking minute, I know you. But yeah, people tend to come in here, they play Bloons, and they're just like, I'm shit. And then you look at them, and they are, in fact, not shit. They're, in fact, very good. I'm going to tech box, I'm lazy. There we go. Put you on last as well. Yeah, he's not doing too bad, yeah? I could dump some money into him, perhaps. Get another level. When someone said they're shit at something, many times they are god tier, like artists. For real! Artists always do this. Artists are just like, oh, I'm so bad. My art is awful. And then you look at them and they just draw the most insane shit. Like, Nat is really good at art. Nat drew Goobsy. Nat drew my... oh, do we lose? We lose. Fuck! Bro. Alright, alright, chat, I got this. We got this. I need that. I need this as well. This would be very good. But I don't think I can afford this. If anyone can send me 11 grand, we're gonna be fine, I think. I think with 11 grand, Churchill should be able to rinse. Churchill sweep. Actually, you know what? We should be fine if I just use abilities. I'll use Churchill's abilities and we'll win. I'll pay attention and then I'll go back to chat. Actually lock it in for a minute. Alright, here we go. Oh, yeah. I guess I don't know if everyone else added stuff as well, but yeah, that was kind of insane. We rinsed them. No, I mean in racing. Okay, that's fair. That is fair. I'm still looking you up. I'm gonna find out you're like a top 5 player in, I don't know, bossing or something. That's it. I'm auditing chat. No one's allowed to come in here in the Bloons streams and say they are bad, and turn out to just be like insanely good. Alright, I'm actually not finding anything immediately. I think it helps that Der Sigma is common enough. Like, I searched Der Sigma, and I guess it means the Sigma in German. So there are many people who call themselves Der Sigma. No, I'm not. Well, you see, I cannot trust you. This is what everyone in Bloons does. People come in here and just say they are like, oh, I'm bad at the game. And nah, I'm never good. And then I look it up and they are exactly the opposite. They are insanely good and they are 100 times better than me. Yeah, Wuzzy, pop them balloons. Yeah, I'm popping them balloons. I think we're fine. I think we're fine. I get that just in time and it's over. Why must you use the lull emote? It looks like I'm enjoying it. The only thing worse than using the lull emote when you are licking me is using the shy emote, because that looks like he's just really enjoying it. That is just inappropriate. You are though? No. The licking is not good. Licking is not appropriate. Do not lick the sloth. Licking sloths is bad. Hey, easy win, easy game, easy life. Alright, we got time for one more. One more run on something or other. Why am I in single player? I'm not thinking. That's why. Create match. I know, I'm just picking whatever random easy maps I have not already done Impoppable on, and we're running those. Is there anything that was like super easy? Cubism was like the easiest. Frozen Over is easy. We'll do Frozen Over. Inf, please. I got you, homie. I got you, fam. I wanted to click this. I accidentally clicked on the person who joined just in time. There you go, Igor. I'm inviting Mari. I'm telling Mari to come join. Well, I will stop being lazy and go make myself some food. I'll be lurking. No stress, Krieg. Thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate you, as always. I'll catch you again soon. Don't even have a Paragon on my new account. That's fair. Oh, we nearly started on easy. Doing Poppable. Boom. I feel like this is another good map for Churchill. If I want to use Churchill, that is. I don't know if I do want to use Churchill. Actually, you know what? I don't. I don't want to use Churchill. I'm calling it right now. No Churchill. I'm using tack shooter. We're tacking it up. And put you here. Put you on last. Here's my stupid... Oh, the Adora emote. I need to look into the store and see what I can get. I've got a few medals that I have not used. What do I have? I've purchased very few. There we go. The player 3 emote. She-Ra skin. Oh, you actually bought the whole She-Ra skin. Nice. Man, if I had an obscene amount of money, I would just buy every micro-purchase in games. It'd be nice. Imagine just being able to buy microtransactions without thinking about it. That'd be kind of cool. Yeah, I'm thinking we go for a top path tack shooter. We go tack zone. Tack zone plus probably Mermonkey to increase Pierce. Yeah, top path tack plus top path Mermonkey seems kind of cool, kind of based here. I would enjoy that. Any excuse to use tack zone, honestly. I love him. Him? It, perhaps. Well, I mean, is there a monkey inside there? Is that what is confirmed by the tack Paragon? Because the tack Paragon has a monkey inside. But is that only the Paragon? Or does it imply that all tack shooters do, in fact, have a little guy inside them? I had spare coin lying around, so I yeeted it at Ninja Kiwi. Valid, honestly. Or, I like that as well. I like that idea. That is my headcanon too, that all tack shooters have a monkey inside them. Wait, did I say top path? I did not mean top path, I mean bottom path. It'll be not good for dealing with camo, so we'll probably need a village. Like a 320 village, which we'll want to get anyway. But we don't have to worry about camo until round like 28. I need to farm myself a Paragon. They're kind of cool. They're good for going free play, good for bossing, but they don't get too much use otherwise, I don't believe. Like, well, what else would they be? Definitely not being used in all, in least cached or least tiers. Definitely not being used in races. So I imagine just bossing in free play. Need to check the start. The start. Oh, the She-Ra skin is very nice. It's a really nice looking skin, honestly. Aldora gets a lot of good looking skins though. Voidora is really cool. The Joan of Arc skin is really cool. And She-Ra is now very cool. Oh, you mean you got enhanced eyesight as well? Yes, that is also good. Alright, that is our camo answer for 28 and... Is it 30? No, it's 20... No, 28 is lead. God, I'm washed up. 26 is camo, right? 26 is camo, 28 is lead. Then 30 is lead again. And it's like 33 that is camo, perhaps. I want to do bosses. Yeah, bossing is fun. It's really fun if you learn how to do it. But there's so much that goes into it. It is insane. Farming especially, I just never got good at farming. I do need to eventually. Was he, Justin? I'm gonna head to bed because I want to survive uni tomorrow, especially because I have to chase up some stuff with lecturers. Yeah, of course. Go rest up, grass. We'll be ending pretty soon anyway, so I appreciate you stopping by and sticking around and helping. Oh, we're freeing the caveman. The cave monkey. Do I have permission to play Minecraft with the homeboys? Always have permission to play Minecraft with the homies. Minecraft with the boys? Always valid. Might throw a sloth pen into your mailbox. Also valid. I'll look forward to it. I need to check my mailbox. I'm expecting mail. What does the parole officer say? Yeah, Justin, you're asking the wrong person here. After the crimes you've committed, do you really think you should be allowed to play Minecraft with the boys? This leads into another question, which is, should it be a human right to play Minecraft with the boys? Is depriving one of Minecraft with the boys, depriving them of a human right? Should it be considered as high up in Maslow's hierarchy of needs as water and food? I'm buffering? Oh, okay, it's not me at least, I don't think. I'm not dropping frames. Is anyone else buffering? Please tell me no one else is buffering. After all the issues I had with dropping frames earlier, I would sincerely hope that it is resolved. Especially when OBS is saying 0 drop frames. Taking a break from talking to just drink water. When we look into constitution changes, quality time with boys is important. Both sides will agree. Hopefully so. Hopefully we can pass a referendum to enshrine spending time in Minecraft with the boys into our constitution. I feel like this is necessary. P2 stole a good village spot. Where is this? Here? No. There. I guess we can still go here, is fine. It catches everything except the cave monkey, and look, who the fuck cares about the cave monkey? Let's be real. The village won't be coming for a while. Alright, overdrive. I probably can't even get all the towers that I want. Oh yeah, there you go, there's a tower. Do I have permission to play Minecraft with my homeboys? Yes, you have my permission. I feel like we have already established that I believe this is a fundamental human right. It is, in fact, something that all humans should be entitled to. So yes, Justin, you may go play Minecraft with the homeboys. Yeah, whoever has this village, if you can go like 320, that would be pretty sick nasty. I would appreciate you greatly. And then I can probably just like AUG buff this, right? I can focus on the AUG buff. That'll solve our camo and our lead problems. I guess not 100% solve lead because we still have to worry about having downtime on acidic mixture dip, but otherwise we're fine. And think of the lurk spirit. But the camos and purples, I mean, they will all be addressed by my tack shooter if it has camo detection, which we just need middle path village for. Man, I love tack shooter. Bottom tack is such a fun tower. I love this song so much. I'm getting on Bloons now. That is very cool. Unfortunately, I believe this will be my last game in co-op because it is approaching midnight here in Australia, which is my end point. And while I have been known to go a little bit longer, and sometimes a little bit longer, and end up finishing at like 2 a.m., I am trying to wind back my bedtime and get into a good sleep routine, get good sleep hygiene, as they say, because I am starting a new job in just over a week, in fact. Holy fuck, that has come up quick. Coming into my final week of being unemployed, which is crazy, guys. I have mortar for camos. We have, well, the mortar is not going to be reliable, and we've got radar scanner anyway, so we kind of jazzed. We're doing pretty solid, I'd say. At this point, I think our main concern is probably going to be ceramic rushes. I don't know if we are particularly well prepared for those. What is this? Oh, we got Bloon Dissolver. If this goes up to Bloon Liquefier, that should be fine. Want to select the village for Mib? Yeah, you can do Mib if you want. Mib or jungle. Mib. Yeah, Mib is fine. I can live without P training. We'll have other sources of DPS. And that probably means it'll cover... Oh, fuck, we're dead. Okay, holy fuck. I was going to spam that thing for plasma, but we did not need it. Oh, fuck, maybe we do. Fuck it, emergency. Yeah, as I said, we were looking kind of sus when it comes to ceramic rushes. No, I'm sorry, Sigma. Everyone's been having a lot of fun with Bloons though, so we might return to it next Sunday. Every Sunday I do my community nights, so it's just games with all of you guys. I don't know if I will be streaming next Sunday actually, because I start my job on Monday. You know, I can probably fit it in. I'll probably be fine. But yeah, usually every Sunday I do play games with chat and you guys can just join in. We do usually do a vote in Discord so that everyone gets to pick, but you know, I just decided I was going to be a dictator today. No more voting, no democracy for you guys. I'm just playing Bloons. You're dealing with it. But honestly, people have been asking for Bloons in my chat for so long. It's been ages since we played it on stream. I went through my Bloons phase late last year. We played it for probably like a couple of months or something. And then eventually fell off because I wanted to go play other games. What did I end up playing? I think I stopped at Path of Exile after that. Should you get a Boomerang or Dart Monkey Paragon? Either one, honestly. You'll unlock all eventually. Dart Paragon's cheaper and easier to build into, usually. It ends up being a little bit better in bossing events, I think, as you sort of your answer to the tier 1 boss. Did they ever make you learn Zeus Z80 assembly language in uni? I had to learn some kind of assembly language. I am not sure which one it was. Zeus Z80. I do not believe it was this one, but it was some form of assembly that I had to learn. It was shit. It's one of the few subjects where I'm like, look, I understand we are doing this to better understand the underlying structures of your programming, but at the same time, I feel like this can be done in a far better way. Like, do not teach us a language that there's no point writing. Like, you as a human are not going to write better assembly than a C compiler is. C is going to take your code and compile it into better assembly than you are. That is just an objective fact. the amount of people who can write better assembly than a C compiler are vanishingly small, and it's just not worth the effort. I can also get Ninja. Ninja is cool too. Like, you'll unlock all of them eventually. Just, I'm trying to think. Like, the best Paragon is dependent on what you want to do with it. No, I don't care. I just get all. Yeah, just grab them all. Like, the different Paragons are good for different things. Different bosses, they're good against different bosses. They're good at different stages of bossing. There are some that are just, like, worse. Like, I'm pretty sure Sub Paragon just sucks. No one uses Sub. I don't know how Tachagon goes. I don't think the Plain Paragon gets that much use. The Buccaneer is very good, though. That is definitely one of the higher tier ones. But in general, a lot of Paragons are just good in either different bosses or different stages. Like the Primary Paragon, the Tachagon, the Boomerang Paragon, or the Dart Monkey Paragon. They are all good as your answer to, like, the tier 40 boss. So usually it's going to be a cheap Paragon that's a low degree, but it's more than enough to really quickly beat the boss, which matters particularly in timed events. And then you usually sell it, go back to farming. For tier 60, you'll usually get, like, a higher degree of that Paragon, or maybe get a low degree of a more expensive Paragon. Or even go for something like a Mad, I don't know, depending on how much farming you're able to do and what the stats of the boss are. And then, I don't know. I don't even know if the Engineered Paragon is very good. Does anyone use that anymore? I think it was never good. The Tachagon seems like it'll be pretty good. What else is good? I mean, like, Buccaneer is insane. Buccaneer is always fucking good. Do I only see its use because it's cheap? I mean, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's good as that early answer for, like, tier 40, tier 60 bosses. Spec Factory Paragon is really gold. That's cool to hear. It looks cool as fuck. It's expensive as hell, so I imagine it's only good for, like, tier 4 or tier 5 bosses. But it does look pretty strong. Pretty strong. Tax a substitute for Dart on tier 3. Stronger if the map doesn't benefit Dart. Yeah. How does Boomerang go? Is Boomerang any good at all? Does it have niche? I know it's good to buff other primary Paragons, but I don't know if that ever becomes relevant in bossing. How much money do we got? We got 10k. I don't even think we're going to be able to afford Tax Zone before round 100 at this rate. If I sell this guy, that gives me 6k, which does get me a lot closer. That puts me at 18k total. Boomerang is an awkward price point. It's tough to afford for tier 3, but too cheap to use for tier 4. I see. And the question I was asking before, does Engineered Paragon ever get used? Buccaneer can just eat up a bad. Yes, it is very cool. There's a lot in free play, but obviously free play is a whole different thing. And probably not as competitive because it largely just comes down to very, very long grinds and lots of monkey money. You pair it with a Dart Tack for tier 4, or just get a single better one for tier 4. I see. Man, I need to get better at my farming if I ever come back and want to do bossing. The only boss event that I ever grinded for was the Chimps boss event. And I actually got a good time. I got a top 50 on that. I wish they'd do more Chimps bosses, because that was hella fun. That was genuinely the most fun boss event I've ever exist. Some exists, no one uses it. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I was like, I don't think this thing has ever been relevant. It's one of the few things I know about bosses. Bo's by far easily the most overrated. Damn. I guess that makes sense. It feels really strong, but I guess for bossing that is very different. The ability to eat up a bad does not matter if you're not dealing good boss damage. We sell you for 7k, which nearly gets us there. Give us a slightly better than Boomer, but not enough to be over double the cost. I see. Yo. Yeah, there we go. We got our attack zone. Really for 25 attack speed, buff for Ace Paragon. So Ace is like the main DPS Paragon then? Is this the meta at the moment? I never even gave this guy an Alp. It probably doesn't matter anymore. Bottom Mermonkey is underrated. I mean, according to the tier list, that's an S tier monkey at the moment. It is one of the 4 best towers at the moment. It's very good. It got nerfed because it is that good. I was abusing the fucking shit out of it when I was doing my last Black Border runs. I was using that plus Glaive Lord. It was so good. That carried me through, I think, about half the Black Borders I did on stream. In general, it's just insane crowd control, though. I'm shocked that it's still S tier after they removed its ability to capture BFBs, though. Everyone was telling me it's the fact that it can still capture DDTs that makes it good. I was like, that is true, but I don't know. Losing the ability to capture BFBs seemed kind of monumental. We used every single event where it's enabled. This is the best option for tier 5 bosses, I see. With or without micro? Do people actually micro it, or is it just good enough without micro that it's not worth the effort? I mean, I guess if it's extra DPS, then people would do it regardless of if it's worth the effort. Wing Monkey and aiming the ability? Okay, so yeah, you just don't need to worry if you have Wing Monkey. Fair enough. Are we fine here? See if we can get Abyssal Warrior. Get that little Pierce buff again. No actual Ace micro? Alright, that's good. I kind of forget that you get Ace, you get Wing Monkey, and that you have access to knowledge for boss events. Or most boss events. I'll come back if they ever do another Chimps boss event. Just so I don't have to learn farming. I am not gonna lie to you guys. I just don't want to learn farming. Give me Chimps boss events so I can ignore it. Allow me to peacefully ignore the fact that farming is an actual skill in this game. You got a DC server? What do you mean? Sorry? I don't think I have DC'd at least. I am playing with other people. Yeah, everyone else is connected. Oh, do you mean Discord? If you mean Discord, yes. I do have a Discord. You can come join. It's actually pinned as well. My mod pinned it before leaving. W-Grass. Ninja's pretty strong. Good for Vortex because the stickies have global range. Good for phase because it gives bonus damage to counters. Allows you to use attack Paragon. Overall, good single target DPS. I see. Seems valid. We lose. Ouch. Alright, I'm out of monkey money. Someone else got to continue if we're going to keep this alive. Otherwise, it's GG, guys. Oh, someone got it. Legends. I'm all out of money. I continued every other time we fucked up. I need to grind off screen and get some more. Saving for skin? Valid. Oh, what do we want here? I think this will be closest to the attack, right? I hope so. If the Mermonkey eats it up, I'm gonna cry. I think that's enough though, so if anyone else can put down some defenses, we are gonna need everything. We don't have too much CC, so I don't know if we can get like a mob glue, that'd be kind of sick. Mob glue or maybe some cleanup at the back if we can. I probably can't afford a Necromancer. Prince of Darkness. Alright, I think we'll have to go. We'll do what we can. We straight up on par with AEST for DPS if you micro properly. And it's cheaper. And it's cooler as well. Wizard Paragon is sick as fuck. I love Wizard Paragon. I'm shit at micro, so I never use it. But it looks cool as fuck. Oh no, I think we're done for, guys. Shit, I think we're cooked. Oh no, we win. Never mind. Yeah, we've got the DDTs, which is easy. And then we've got the bad. I'm gonna get a first strike. Somehow. Can I afford first strike? Sold you. Bro, I've got no money. I would have sold my tax zone when I get the chance. Oh, then it won't be off cooldown. Ah, fuck it. Blue ball. Ah, we're fine anyway. That takes out one of the ZOMGs. Wait, are we fine? Yeah, we're fine. Cool, there we go. Easy peasy. NG is used exclusively for timed bosses. Why is it used for timed bosses? What niche does it have there? Alright, there we go. That's probably going to be our last game for the night. As I said, it is 12 o'clock, and that does give us a moment to kind of wrap up before ending stream, which is nice. Selling the sentries does a lot of burst damage. Ah, I see. I see, that is cool. I'm in Discord now. Nice. Welcome in, Sigma. Alright, yeah, I think we'll end it there. End the game at least. Then we can go to some yapping for a little bit. We can yap for just a little bit more before I go raid. I should find someone to raid as well, actually. Get somebody in mind. Who is online that we owe a raid to? Oh wait, actually, I already know who we raiding. I already got that on lock. You can just insta-kill 2 or 4 skulls of a boss, depending on what degree of what tier boss, and if it's elite. I see. That seems pretty good. My hunting mate is doing damage calculations, and I'm hooked. Doing damage calculations? What do you mean? Was he? Wait 1 sec. Okay, you can. Alright, Josh, I see how it is. I see. Oh shit, Joa, you welcome in. You ending stream? I am indeed. It is, of course, just about midnight here in Australia, and I'm trying to get my sleep habits in order. Did I join during the end? You did. I'm sorry, legend. I'm sorry, my man, but welcome in. It's good to see you again. I'm too new for me to comment on all its uses, but it's pretty strong. Spike Factor one's also silly. Too new to comment, but it's strong. Okay, okay. It does seem strong. I didn't know how valuable it was given its price point and everything, but, you know, it seems cool, at least. It is cool. It's drunk. And that makes it fun to use. I hate time zones so much. Yeah, time zones suck. All my homies hate time zones. But yeah, get your daily naps in. We are ending now. They are 1 point. They give you 200 sloth coins you can use for gambling through blackjack or the gacha game. So they're pretty cool. And it's basically free. In fact, if you followed, then you should have at least 200 channel points. You get the channel points for free by following. Was he ignored me? Apparently, if you get a good Safi GS, it can, at max, deal 11k damage on wake up. Christ! That's cracked. I'm sorry I missed that. That was very valid. That was so good to see. Now, because Wazzy's ending, he hates us, we have to drink now. Hang on a minute. That is not true. But no, we're going to go raid Starny. Starny's playing Elden Ring. We are massive Elden Ring fans in here. And it's been a long while since we got to go say hi to her. It's been quite a while indeed. But there you go, guys. Grab your raid messages. Top if you're subbed, second if you're not subbed. And then, of course, come check me out on all my socials as well. I've got a TikTok, a YouTube. I will be posting more to those in the near future. Ignore the fact that I have not in ages. This is fine. And we've got the Discord as well. It's a cool place for cool people. I think you're all pretty cool, so you belong there. Get an average deal 4 to 6k. That's pretty sick. Without hitting the sweet spot, I will have to look into that if I ever go back to playing Greatsword in World. Was his ending? He hates us, so we drink. Josh, you should not drink. Unless it is water, in which case drink much water. Well, you'll end stream before I finish cooking, so I'll say yeah, bye Krieg. It was good to see you again. Bye Legend, bye Josh, bye Justin, and goodbye everybody else. I'll be live again tomorrow, probably 8 PM Australian time. I do not know what game yet. Join the Discord, tell me what I should play. I am maybe open to suggestions, but I'll figure that out. At the very least, it'll be a surprise. We'll all get a nice big surprise tomorrow. Goodbye. Goodbye to you too, Justin. Alright, well, until next time, take it slow, and I'll see you tomorrow.